Good evening, world. How's everyone going? Nice to have you all aboard. Firstly, shout out, g'day, Bill, South Australia. Peter Hughes, if you're still here, g'day, mate. How's it going? Wisdom, big GT fan. How you going, mate? Ray, yep. Oh boy, time for a bit of catch up. Hang on, let's go turn this music down so we don't get in a bit of trouble. Yeah, how you going, GT fan? So, time for a little bit of a catch up on what's going on and a few things. And yeah, it's definitely been a while since my last live stream. Susie, how you going, Susie? How they treating you over the west, my girl? Hey, Trev, how you going, mate? Yeah. Hey, Moonshine, nice to see you. Oh boy, it's been pretty full on the last couple of weeks, and good to be extremely busy. And I've got a few catch-up things to do, and so forth and so forth. Another project on the go, which is pretty cool. Peter Hughes, loving that CB, mate. That's absolutely wonderful. Now, the antenna you gave me, I've actually absconded with that and put it up on the roof of the bus after all the other ones were destroyed. So, hey, Joe. I'm about to. Got the bottle sitting there, ready to go. Yeah, Wisdom's been a long time, mate. I've just been busy, haven't really been up to it, and sort of haven't had a lot to talk about in a lot of ways. GT fan, I'm definitely going to get to that, absolutely. So, actually, you know what? I need to pour a bloody drink. I've been sober for 4 nights, so it's... Calypso, how you going, mate? Good to have you on board. Yeah, I think I should be home over the weekend. Come check out the Dunny door, mate. All right, time to pour a drink. So I've been good and I've been naughty and so forth. So, Great Pa. Is that what you say? Great Pa, how you going, mate? Andrew Pearce, how you going, mate? Oh, my bottle won't open. That's the first. Oh, there we go. Let's pour it. And as Laney's would have said, bar's not open until I take a drink. So, g'day, Greg. Greg Palmer, how you going, mate? I better turn that down in the background. I feel I'm actually yelling. Yeah. Yes, Moonshine. I'll be pouring a drink for you. And, yeah, my girl. Cheers. The bar is officially open. Hey, Holes. Hey, Tony. Dex, how you going, mate? I hear you're starting to get a bit warm over there in the west as well. Yes, that's a conversation we'll have at some stage later on. Trev, yeah, that's definitely something going on there. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I always feel I've got to yell on these things. I don't know why. Hey, Joe. If I said it g'day earlier, I said, I'm so out of practice doing a live stream. I'm used to being able to just edit. Boy, didn't I fuck up yesterday's video with the double edit. I won't get into that conversation right now, but I was so fucking angry when I got home and I just wanted to race that video out. And things were running slow. The laptop was running slow, and I thought I'd taken that second edit out. And then it wasn't until I got told by a couple of people that, hey, Leon, I got told by a couple of people that there was a double edit, and then I thought, fuck that one up again. I do that a fair bit. I guess that's just the hippie way. I'm definitely not perfect when it comes to me video editing. Mostly, I've been on top of it most of the time, and occasionally when I'm running through and I'm doing my cuts and my edits, I normally am on top of it, and then occasionally a couple do slip through. You're up in Mackay, mate. Yep, how you going, Dex? Tassie video, one for each head. Well, like someone said, it's nice going to Childers twice. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, GT fan, that's going well, mate. I haven't checked out your last 2 vids as yet, or your last one at least, but I'll have to go back and have a look at them. But it's nice. How many subscribers you got now, GT? You getting up there? Crikey, when I first started, I think it took me a year. 8, yeah. I think it took me a year before I even got my first 10. It's been a long, hard slog to get where I am, and basically just keep popping them out and making them and putting them out, and that's about all I've been doing, learning along the way. Yeah, the double edits do piss me off when I don't catch myself out like that. It's a bit of a shame, but yeah, no, I appreciate that. And it's so good being back on the bike again. I mean, there was that long stint where I just wasn't riding the bike. I think I didn't ride the bike. Well, I didn't ride the bike for 3 or 4 months. When I got back from Perth, I was just so fucking exhausted. Feed Big A. We'll get to that at some stage. GT. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't watched that one, GT. Haven't watched that one yet. Yeah, Tony. So, first of all, I kind of got me ass kicked a little bit today, and rightly so. One of my subscribers, Gary, someone I can't remember his name. He's been following me for a while, and anyway, yeah, Peter, you was first in the first 10. I thought you were the first 100, Peter. I didn't know you were the first 10. Anyway, he left me a message saying that about deleting comments, and he says he liked my channel, but when I started deleting comments, and especially the ones that didn't agree with my narrative, he thought that was a bit unfair, didn't represent things properly. And you know what? I guess he's right. Firstly, there were a few comments I had to delete regarding Red Rider, and there's some people out there are pretty fucking disgusting. And some of the comments that came up, lucky they came up in my other section before they went on post, were a little bit, those people were actually instantly removed from my channel and their comments removed from the thing. So anything saying things that I saw about Red Rider, like, no, mate, they do not wash with me, and no way I'm going to put up that sort of shit. And you certainly don't talk about Red like that. So they're gone. And his main one was I got a few what you'd call maybe negative comments. I had a few comments there that just really grated me the wrong way, so I just fucking deleted them. And I think Gary's right. It's not a fair representation of my channel. I go on about, we should be able to see the thumbs down. I mean, I can see how many thumbs down, but you guys don't get to see it. And I've been going on about that for a while, how we should be able to see it. Yet here I am going through and deleting comments that I wasn't too favourable on. So I think from now on, unless they're somewhat, I don't know what the word is, but basically if someone's just having a go at me or criticising me and stuff like that, then I think I just, I let him stand. I don't have to answer him, but I think he was so right. And I had a thought about that after he left that comment and said he was leaving my channel, which, fair enough. I get that. But just the way he said, it wasn't a fair representation of what was going on. So, look, mate, I think he's right. Trolls are allowed to troll. Some comments deserve being deleted, but the other ones, I've got to be more thick-skinned than that. Hey, Steve, how you going? I've got to be a bit more thick-skinned than that. I just can't take everything to offence and be so personal. And the ones that I really don't like or get my goat up, well, I just don't answer, and I just leave them there for everyone else to have a go at. So that was the main thing I wanted to get off my chest tonight, and that was what prompted me to actually do on the live stream, is just to wonder if you're around, Gary. Thank you very much. I actually do like getting my ass kicked from time to time, and literally wakes me up to, okay, grow a shell and be a bit more thick-skinned, and don't just go deleting everyone's comment because I didn't like the way they read. So, yeah. So thanks, mate. You put me back on track, and I really like it when people actually put me back on track, and I think it's a good thing to have. So anyway, that's some of that. Yes, the new dunny door in the driveway for Mr. B. Look, Trev, no, that's all right. Some of their comments are just, yeah, look, I'm the same. Hi, Simon. Simon from Tasmania. Is it snowing down there still? That's a joke. Yeah, look, I think he's right, and I think I should, apart from the ones that are really derogatory or something like, or whatever, I think I'm just going to have to let him stay. And I think he's right. I was just being too whatever it was, and, let him stay. I mean, it's a free world there, and like I said, but anyone who says things about Red Rider and stuff like that are just completely inappropriate, well, you're gone, and you're actually gone from my channel. I usually delete the comment with one warning. Say it again, you're gone. I will not tolerate that sort of shit. So, but apart from that, yeah, thanks, Gary. Thanks for kicking my ass. I really appreciate that. So, getting back to this dunny door I've just scored. Well, it's not mine. It's for my head poncho, Mr. B. He's not that financial. He's had this car sitting around for a while. I am a little bit annoyed that he let that battery die, but he's not mechanically minded. Yes, Ray, the early VBs and VCs and those sort of Commodores are actually worth $1. This particular model, the 96, I don't know a lot about them. Yeah, that's right, Wisdom. You can't, if you don't like the channel, you can piss off. But look, people do have a right to say what they want to say. And some of their comments are probably, just me being thin-skinned and a little bit whatever. So, but anyway, look, I don't know. Now, the alternator thing, the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to get the multimeter out. I'm going to do a continuity test. So I've pulled the wire off the back of the alternator. So I'll do a continuity test from that to the body, that to the positive, and make sure it's not earthing out anywhere on the body. So once I can make sure that's a solid lead and it hasn't been eaten out or isn't touching anywhere on the body, I think second-hand alternator, look, I've seen them on Facebook, not close by, but they're around. I've seen them on Facebook for like $50. If I can get a good running alternator for $50, I would actually do that, chuck that in there for Mr. B and get it up and running. I would like to sell it as a running driving car. We're not willing to put money into wheels or into tyres. Hey, Jason, how you going? The tyres, like I said, they've been sitting for 10 years. It was literally like riding down train tracks when we drove it early this year. They were just so out of round, it wasn't funny. And now my lighter's decided to die. So hang on. I've got to fill up my Zippo lighter. But I'm looking forward to getting into it. I want to give it a good bath tomorrow. Try and get the stinker mouse and shit out of it. It does stink pretty vile, but he has have it locked up in the shed with all the windows closed. So, and the dash looks in good condition. I don't know a lot about these cars, so I'm willing to learn. And Brother Pete, oh God, I miss you, brother. Fuck, do I miss you? Oh my God. Anyway, Brother Pete absolutely loved these cars. Okay, now that's the other thing I misquoted. It's not a low K car. No. I started making a video this afternoon. Hang on, let me get my lighter back together. What am I doing here? There we go. It is not a low K car. It's got 369,000 Ks on the clock. So that is not a low K car. And right there and then. Hey, Anthony, how you going, mate? Yeah, look, like I said, Brother Pete, who I miss dearly, he absolutely loved his Dunny doors. He reckons I have some of the best cars in the world. Hey, Anthony. I hope you've forgiven me, Anthony, for the poor old models. That is thunder. We've got a storm about to hit here. I hope we don't lose power. Every time God farts, the power goes out. Jay King, how you going, mate? So, yes, Anthony, I hope you've forgiven me, mate. Yeah, anyway, we'll leave that at there. But, yeah, thank you anyway. I mean, I did actually enjoy building most of it, but anyway, back to the Commodore. I would like to get it going best I can, do a few checkouts, chuck the spare wheel on there, and just clean it right up. And a lot of people have made some comments that some of them are worth sort of good money. Like I said, it's all new to me, and there's nothing wrong with learning new things. And as someone else said, they pull apart like Legos. So I'm sure I can get into it. And overall, like the interior is really clean. The paint job's a bit faded or whatever. Don't throw away the engine lightning. Let's hope we don't have a power out. I'm not throwing anything away. One guy said throw the engine cover away, the overheat. I'll be putting it back together 100%. Oh, excuse me. It will be going back together 100%. It's like I said, it's not my car, and I'm going to try and do the best I can for Mr. B and get him as much dollars as I can for that car. There's a market for the VS model parts or fully assembled. Wisdom. I'm not going to scrap the car, especially not going to scrap it in my driveway. Yeah, I thought maybe about the $2,000. Hey, Zach, how you going? Well, it does have like the spoiler on the back, and it does have a few other skirts down the side and stuff like that, which and it was a pretty nice car in its day. Nah, mate, I am not doing a burnout in someone else's car that's not mine. Sorry, not going to happen. Well, not that I'm aware of. So I've already done a bit of a video earlier this afternoon, just like disconnecting the alternator and doing a few things. Yeah. Hey, Peter. Yeah. Yeah, there's a storm. I don't know how big it is. Give me 2 seconds. I just want a quick look on the radar here. Let's have a look. How big is it? Yeah, not a lot in it. All right, hang on. I'm back. Yeah, not a lot in it. It's sort of all that way down there is yeah, well, I don't know about that Dex, whether it's chewed all the wiring or not. So yeah, that's what I mean. I want to get the multimeter on tomorrow, do a couple of continuity tests, make sure nothing's earthing out against the body. I'd say it's just the alternator's just shit itself. I've just put an ad on a local shit book here in town and seeing if there's any cheap second-hand alternators floating around town. I mean, they're a bit like the old bloody red motor parts back in the old days. Everyone had one in their backyard, and there are plenty of dead dummy doors around. So maybe, maybe I can pick up a cheap alternator somewhere just to throw in there. If I can pick one up for $50 running and just get it charging again, at least that'd be good. I think the battery may be coming back. Now, that's the other thing I wanted to get onto about too, the battery. It would still be under warranty. But the thing is, the local hardware who we bought off Kimmy, she sold out. There's a new guy in there now. It really isn't up to him to honour that warranty, I don't believe. And not only that, it's not the battery's fault that it went flat. It's actually Mr. B's fault for leaving it actually attached to the car. And basically what it was the alarm just drained it down to dead flat, like those stupid fucking alarms. Hang on. Anthony. $470 supplied and fitted for a 209 model Fat Boy. That's I'm not sure what that's about. Not sure what that's about, Anthony. Oh, okay, GC fan. Look, yeah, the more I've been listening to your comments, or the more I read of the comments today, I'm actually starting to think that it is worth me putting an effort into this car. So getting back to the battery, I get sidetracked so easily. Getting back to the battery, I don't think it's up to them to actually honour that warranty. I mean, yeah, it did cost me $200, and I am a little bit cross at Mr. B for doing that. But all he had to do was just disconnect the battery. But he just. Hey, Mr. Champion from Perth, he just literally drove it in the shed and just left the battery on. If he had to just pull that terminal off, the battery could have just sat there. But the bloody alarm just drained it down. Maybe that's what you're talking about, Anthony. About I'm not sure. Hang on. What are you talking about? Are you talking about a tyre, maybe? I missed that one. Hang on. Right. Tyre prices. Okay. Yeah, I was just catching up when I saw the 255 17. I realised you're talking about a tyre. So, yeah, I don't think it's up to the hardware shop to actually honour that warranty at the end of the day. One, it was Mr. B's fault, and two, he doesn't even have the original receipt, so there's no way we can actually prove it was bought from that shop without Kimmy coming down, and there's probably no record of it because they've changed all their books. I just have to cop that one, sweet. But I have got it on a trickle charge tonight, and I'm so hoping that it will come back. When I last checked it, it was at 9.6 volts, and the little round window in there was actually starting to go green. So, okay. No, I'm not doing any of that holes. I'm not going to rub it back. Actually, I'll try doing that next. All right, and actually kill the paintwork. So I'm not doing a rub and dub on that one. I'll give it a wash at least, and hopefully the paint will come up a little bit. Hey, Michael from Mariba, Queensland. There you go. A few stickers have gone out. I've received a few self-stamped addressed envelopes with some coin in there. So a few of my new stickers have gone out, and that's pretty cool to see. Well, I'm not a dunny door man. I really loathe the old dunny doors. But anyway, like I said, this isn't my car, and I'm out trying to help a mate out. So. Oh, okay. Yep. I'll get you, Anthony. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Ben, I saw those little rubber mounts, mate, and they're all still sitting in the cover. LC from Perth, how you going, mate? Oh, more lightning. No, mate, I'm not going to do a cut and polish. I ruined the paintwork on my XR8 when I was in Perth before I drove it back here, trying to do a cut and polish, and I literally killed the paintwork. So I'm not a cut and polish person. Wash and clean. That's about it for me. Yes, Simon. Nice to be back online again. It's nice to have everyone back on. We've got 57 people on board, so that's pretty cool. Crossies, mate. As Calypso said, that's a kid in a candy store down there. Boy, he's got some gear down there. So, yeah, I love taking people down there. And Calypso and I did have a really, really cool ride down that day. And we actually had a pretty good ride back, and he rides as hard as I do, and that's nice to see. Ah, Trev, you got a hobby shop up in Rocky, mate. Okay, that's interesting. Brother Pete, I miss him every day. I've got his memorial page hanging up there. I see him every day. I talk to him every day. So yeah, I miss him very, very much. So yeah, he was a top bloke. He was one in a million. Get it running, cleaned out. Would be worth 18 to 2 grand, I guess. 1 year club range over. Ray, yeah. Well, by the time we, to get Rego on, we're looking tyres, we're looking this, that, and the other. Mr. B has no spare cash. He has nothing. And by the time you put that, hey, Justin from WA, by the time you put that amount of money into it, there's nothing left. There's nothing left in it for him. So, I'm trying to work with a bloke who's got absolutely no money and trying to do the best I can. So, uni joints are going well, mate. $50 to have them put in the front uni joints put in the boat. Better than me doing. I would have fucked them up for sure. So yeah, Mr. Champion, that was worth paying. I had to wait all week, but JJ's were down a couple of mechanics, and it was funny. We'd just been over to Appletree Creek. We got Joe's Roadworthy. We rolled into Childress, got the regos done, and then we rolled back into town. And she said, "Go around and see him." You know what they say, the old the squeaky wheel gets the oil. So I rolled into there, and just the look on the chick's face behind the desk looks like she was absolutely fucking like wrung out from everything, and I just asked, and she said, no, probably won't even be ready by the weekend. Anyway, I said, oh, mate, you look so tired. I really understand. Anyway, I got home with 5 minutes later, got a phone call. Uni joints are done. Come and get them, $50. So, okay, Susie, love you heaps too, girl. I miss you so much, and yeah, I really like to have a chat to you again. So, see you, Susie, love you. I love Childers. I think it's a manic little town. I love the runters of it. I mean, you guys who've been with me a while, we go to Childers all the time and through the death zone, or as Wartai says, the kill zone. So, yeah, look, I think it's a pretty little town. It's just manic in the main street because absolutely everything goes all the way through it. Wisdom, how's the battery holding up on the bus for power? Well, I've just switched over the mains tonight, but yeah, I never found, that was the other thing. Never got the solar panel. I went all the way down that gravel road for miles and miles and miles, and there was I could not find the solar panel. So got back home and messaged, and he said, "Oh mate, you drove straight past it." Well, I couldn't see it, so I might head back out there in the weekend. So hang on, Wisdom. Nope, sorry, Steve. I do not do Bunnings. I refuse to go to Bunnings. I hate fucking Bunnings. Bunnings can shove themselves up their arse. No, I cruised over to Childers and got some fly spray out of the local supermarket there. So Bunnings is a last resort. I'd rather go to my local hardware here in town. I'd rather have them order in what I need, and I'd rather give them the money for cartage and post it. Fuck Bunnings. Bunnings can shove themselves up their ass. Sorry, I just hate fucking Bunnings. The GT event. Oh, yeah, I had a 67 Mercury Cougar. Yeah, but you can't live in a Cougar, which is what I actually swapped for this bus. So that was a good trade in the day. Yes, Giggles kicked that fucking cunt out of the fucking parliament, didn't they? Yeah, go Trump. Yeah, good to see Giggles gone, and let's hope this guy can do any better. And apparently, here in town, my friend who works at the polling booth said One Nation came in second here, so go Pauline. Who gives a fuck? Yeah, well, that's about the only good thing about Bunnings. They have snags out the front, but no, I don't do Bunnings. I hate fucking Bunnings, and the nearest one's, 100k up the road. So, no, I do not go to Bunnings. That's a last resort. And this chop shit, it doesn't burn very well. Birds and Bits from years ago, mate. Yeah, I used to buy parts of them years ago. They did shut down, that I remember. They're the ones that sell Harley parts. When I had the 85, I had my two 84 Harleys. I used to buy a lot of parts off Birds and Bits, and then they just disappeared. But yeah, I bought heaps and heaps of parts from the 84s off them guys. Yeah, Ben, I think, a little bit of right there. That's what I mean. We're not going to pour a shitload of money. I'm not going to pour a lot of money into the Mr. B doesn't have. And also, we're just trying to get him max dollars back. When I first had another look at it going back there and so forth, to me, it's like it's an $800 car. But then again, reading your comments and looking a bit further on, maybe a bit more. So I'm just trying to get him the most amount of money I can with the least amount of money spent. And, of course, now it's got a dead fucking battery. Well, a new battery's $200 fucking dollars as well. So, you had an alternator, a battery, and 4 tires. Well, there's not much meat left on the bone for whatever we can sell it for, So, and there's no way I'm parting it out. I'm not going to scrap it in my driveway. If it was a HT or G, I'd take it on in a moment. I'd scrap it, but I'm not scrapping a dunny door in my driveway. I'm not sure what you mean. $1. Yeah, okay. No, yeah. So that's where we're up to on that so far. Oh, and Jim's Machinery. Oh my God. The guys that came out to Jim. Well, that's where me and Calypso rode out there. Jim's Machinery. All those things have been taken down. Now, I did hear on the grapevine that apparently he got sick and sold the property, and the new people who took it over didn't want to deal with council and the bloody neighbours over the road and blah blah blah. So they just pulled it all down. Like it was like going out there was just depressing actually. Like when we went out there with when I met Al Bundy, I rode out there the day and Al Bundy just happened to be there. And all these things are up on the post. It was absolutely fantastic. And me and Calypso rode out there the other day. It was like we're in the fucking desert and everything was gone. It was just, oh, shit. Anyway, it's so sad that people have to make a complaint about things like that. One person can just fucking ruin it for everyone. It's a bit like Peanut over in America. They fucking euthanized that fucking squirrel Peanut because one fucking Karen who lived miles away had a complaint. So they come and took his squirrel and his raccoon and they fucking killed him. I don't understand some people. They're just like, they must be just so jealous that other people have a life that they want to crucify other people. So, Mr. Champion, yeah, up and down Cockburn Road, yeah. Peter Hughes, the police bike is actually in the laundry on the shelf in there. There is no way I'd put that up for auction. That thing's so fragile, mate, it could not be packaged and sent anywhere. But I was thinking maybe I should auction off the back wheel of my bike with all the spokes missing out of it. Anthony, we went out there, mate. It is taken down. It's gone. Everything out there is gone, mate. Everything that was up on that, even all the poles are gone. Even the electric fence out the front, all the wires have been pulled. There was just nothing. It was like I've been dozed flat. Pulled everything out of the ground and just dozed flat, mate. So it's all gone. Yeah, that's right, Bill. People whinging about, fuck it. If I lived there, I'd love to have all that shit on a post over on the other side of the smoking street. I'd be out there filming it. Come on, coming down, people. Come and have a look, Oh, it was fucking great, mate. Oh, hey, Chris, how you going? So, that was very disappointing to go out there with Calypso the other week. And, it was a great ride and everything. But just get out there and just see all the things gone. I mean, I was there. Well, I rode out there. Oh, I can't even speak. I'm so excited about this live stream. So, I rode out there and caught up. Well, Al Bundy just happened to be there. He didn't even know I was coming. I didn't know I was going to be there. And we just stand there and we're, walking up and down and we're taking the photos and everything. It was just so fucking cool. I'd love to have something on the other side of my street that did that. I wish I could do something like that. I wish I had, And then some fucking wanker has a wins to the fucking council and they make him take it down. It's like, I remember the first time that was going to be taken down is when I rolled into the bushfires in Elmhurst, and I did the live stream in Elmhurst before the I had to pack up and get out of there before we were all evacuated, and the word came through they were going to make him take it down, and I've done a song and a dance, and a couple of people got onto my YouTube, onto my email, my live email, and a lot of people wrote to the Bundy Council, and so forth. And, and they actually made a huge ABC TV went out there and done a video on it. And it was like they put it up as like a worldwide attraction. And he had a point of stay on it for, I think, like a year or something. And then, anyway, it's all gone now. So, Anthony, no, FFM. He would love nothing better to have an altercation in the main street of town and create a kerfuffle. I can't get into that. I've got things that I'm not willing to lose over a fucking maggot like that. Yes, that does. I mean, those boards were bending. Although someone said, that was an accident waiting to happen. Pigs' arse, those things were as stable as. Yeah, roadworthy's there, sort of like that everywhere now. Yeah, Anthony, he's a maggot, absolutely. Yeah, Bill, you're a dag, mate. You and your Asperger's. My tenant Sandy, she's got Asperger's. The council are all fucking woke, mate. They're all fucking woke. I mean, shit, they let bloody men play in women's sport. You know, council are all fucking woke. They what is it? They cater to the minimal, while the rest of us stand by thinking, how the fuck did they get away with that? Yeah, anyway, we might be talking about him tonight. But I will say I can't believe he did what he did. That's pretty fucked. Out of all the things he's done over the years, that was probably the lowest fucking point of his mentality, 100%. It could be, mate. Not going to it. It could be, Bill. No. Yes, yes, we won't. Yeah, we won't get into that. But it was pretty fucking disgusting, to say the least. That's probably the lowest of lows I've ever seen. I just wonder if that rain's going to come in. I think it's going to slide right by. So anyway, the boat's back on track. The bike's running good. Those front forks are standing up. And I'm loving being back out in the bike again. Like I said, we did that ride with Clips. I know I did that ride down to Crosses the other day, down through the back roads, down through Beluga. I think he actually enjoyed that trip down. That was a fucking awesome ride. And I didn't even mind slowing down for the cattle grids or anything. So, yes, Steve. Yeah, a couple of turkeys. I've been good for the last 4 nights. I've been sober the last 4 nights. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do this live stream. Especially, like I said, when no, Chris, nothing on the visor. So, hey, Kevin, thanks, mate. Yeah, the guy I met at Pete's service, he said he had a visor there for me. He knew me. He actually come and saw me when I had my bus stand in Vic. I was actually camped up at Pete's 7 odd years ago. I think it was 7 or 8 years ago. I drove this bus down to Victoria, and I was camped up at Pete and Bernie's there for about 3 months, and he come and met me and all that, and caught him at the service, and he came up and said, you know, I've got a visor, I'll send it all off to you and everything. And I never caught him after the service. I went looking for him. I couldn't find him. Peter Hughes said he ran into him. He had a chat to him, and apparently it was all, you know, he's going to send it all up to me. I mean, I'd be willing to pay. I'd be willing to pay for it. I'm not expecting anything. I never expect anything for free. If he had just got in contact with me, I would have actually been more than willing to pay for it, and I certainly would have been more than happy to pay for freight all the way up. I really miss not having that on the front of the car, and especially on these days when the car's sitting out in the driveway, it does. I really miss that, not protecting the dash, and I miss me angry duck not sitting up top there. So, yeah, maybe you're right, GT. Maybe you're right. So, well, yeah, that's... I mean, she was started making some noises coming out of Dolby, and I can't believe that I probably drove all the way to Victoria and back with no oil in that diff, and it didn't blow up. So, hang on, I missed Pete's comment there. Yeah, so yeah, that's what you said to me, Peter. That he was, you caught up with him in the pub. I went looking for him. I couldn't find him. I was hoping to catch up with him. I was willing to give him my address and all that sort of stuff, and I haven't heard anything since. So, you know, people get busy. Maybe he's off doing whatever. So I haven't really gone looking on Facebook for one either. I had a little bit of a look on Marketplace, but anyway. Dex, don't have a stereo in the car, mate. No music in the car. Don't even have a radio. I did that whole trip to Vic and back with no music, and I actually drove zippy from Colac to Perth, and then from Perth all the way back over to Queensland. No music at all. So, yeah, Dex, no music in the boat. I don't drive with music on. Mick, how you going? Mike 408. Excuse me. Yeah, I did do a quick live earlier, and then there was no chat or anything on there, so I had to cancel that one and redo it again. So anyway, we're back on live. So yeah, cool. Oh, okay. Peter Hughes, yep. Same as when I ride the bike. I don't ride the bike with any music in my helmet. My music is listening to the car, and basically the whole time I'm driving, I'm listening for sounds that aren't meant to be there. So the whole time I'm just constantly, I watch my temp gauge, I watch my oil gauge, I watch everything around me, and my ear's tuned to the motor, it's tuned to the auto, it's tuned to everything, and every rattle and clunk in that car is the music. And if everything and something starts making a noise that wasn't making a noise 5 miles ago, that's what I'm listening for. And when you've got that stereo going, you can't hear shit. So that is my music. Anthony, you've obviously not done long road trips anywhere, and especially in old material that that it relies on you constantly watching your oil and your temp and listening out for everything. And yeah, Pete, never going to live that one down. Watching out for road close signs. That's the one. Yeah, I was trying to Evel Knievel a railway crossing. Lucky I stopped. No, mate, I went looking down that gravel road. It wasn't on the vid, but I did go looking down that gravel road. I never found it. Now, I've been in contact with him since, so apparently he's still got it, and I might try and head out there on the weekend and try and find it. Yeah, Ben, well, that's it, mate. I'm listening to the motor the whole time, you're watching your gauges, you're just watching everything. I don't need music when I drive, and I don't need music when I ride. Oh yeah, well, look, Anthony, that's a fair run from Sydney down to Mooney Ponds. That's no short trip, so yeah, a lot of people. Look, I see people riding around. I watch a lot of videos where people they have ride with music in their helmet. I couldn't do it though. There's too much going on a bike. There's no way I want music in my helmet when I'm riding around. Okay, you've done some miles, mate. Now you actually told me you're about to clock up 100,000 k's on your bike, so you've certainly done the miles, mate. So yeah, you're no slouch when it comes. Oh fuck my knee! Oh shit! You're certainly no slouch when it comes to travelling. Yeah, Dex done the miles, didn't he? Oh my god! Now Dex, did you still got both your bikes? I did hear you were saying you might be. Have you still got both your bikes? I'm not getting Steve. I'm not getting as much power coming down. Oh wow! How's that feel to be bikeless, mate? Oh my god! I don't know how you do that. Oh wow! Oh wow! That's Dex. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, mate. I'm a little bit sad for you there. So I missed another comment there. Yeah, done well. Well, the longest bike I've owned, well, this one's coming on 8 years now, the Harley. The longest I owned was me 85 VF 1000, the big V4. I owned that 9 years, and I put 90,000 Ks on that. And then I gave it to my son, and he put another 30, 40,000 Ks on that. So that was a beautiful bike, the big VF 1000. That was an 85 VF 1000 V4. I used to call that thumper. That was a kick-ass bike. Everywhere I went, always just sitting on 140 Ks everywhere I went. So, and I did quite a few trips to Victoria and back on that bike. So, yeah, that was a big, comfy bike, and I rode that all over Victoria, and I just rode that bike everywhere. It was all actually that's all I had for I think probably close to 4 or 5 years. That's all I had was the bus and my bike, and that was it. And it was like I did everything on that bike. Would I buy another bike? Is that what you're asking, Kevin? Yeah, that's a fucking huge run, Dex. I think my biggest run I did was either from Dubbo or Parks 2 years ago, coming up from Parks, and I got all the way to Tara, and I was just fucking flogged out, mate. That was over. I think I did close to 700-800 miles that day. That was just absolutely extreme. So yeah, Dex, you've done the big miles, and you've done them in some pretty horrific conditions out there. Pretty horrific conditions out there in the Northern Territory coming down to Port Augusta. That, and I had the same when I left here early this year coming down. I got so burnt to a crisp. So, Kevin, no, mate, I don't need another bike. It's another Rego I can't afford. Regos are too expensive as it is. So, the rain's just starting to come in. Yeah, to Broome. Yeah, you know what hard riding's all about, Dex. Although, mind you, you're sitting on a bright, nice, big, brand new, comfy bike. It's not like you're on an old a 94 like mine. That's some serious riding, Dex. That's some serious riding, mate. I mean, I've done some big miles in the day. I did some big miles with Omar on the petrol tank on the old Honda 4 crossing the Nola 3 times. But that's some big miles, and you know, I mean, that was what 36 years ago. So I'm 36 years older now, and yeah, I find those big miles are pretty tough going nowadays. That's the one inside the house there, Pete. That's my little LCB I've had for ages, running on your brand new antenna. Thank you very, very much. And yeah, the one in the car is nice and clear, mate. I love it. And yeah, I've got extension speaker that I've got hooked up to the scanner in the car that makes it a lot. I remember you saying in one of your comments that you need to add an extension speaker in there. Scanner and the CB in here, they run 24/7. They never turn off. They're on. I sleep with them on. I wake up and listen to what's going on. So yeah, the CB and the scanners running here 24 hours a day non-stop. So yeah. GT. Yeah, I mean, I did that as a joke, GT. That little cooking set, I did it as a joke, and like people are wanting more. And like, oh my god, just holy shit! I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, I don't know when I'm going to do another cooking one. I've got Michaela wanting to come around and do a cook-off with me, so maybe we'll get that done when she comes back sometime. Actually, talking of Brother Pete's bike, Calypso spotted one on Shipbook in Marketplace. Dead ringer to Brother Pete's bike, except Brother Pete doesn't have all the tin on the front of his bike. It was a dead ringer, same colour and everything, same year, same model. You wouldn't believe this. 14 fucking K, mate. That's all he wanted for it. 14K in mint condition. 14 fucking K. And Calypso just looked at that and he thought he'd love to have that. I mean, Calypso's bike's fucking beautiful, mate. Barely a mark on it. And he's only a year older than my bike. Just beautiful, just a beautiful looking bike. Absolutely. Yeah, Anthony. 14K, mate. Dead ringer for Brother Pete's bike. Kevin, yes, I'll be doing videos on the Dunny Door as we go. Today, it only just rolled into the driveway today. So I've started on it this afternoon. Started that video, which is just sitting there waiting to be edited. I'm into it tomorrow, and I'll be videoing that as I go along. So, and I'll be looking for heaps of comments on that one. I love my Evo. I love the sound of my Evo. Shovels sound pretty good as well. But yeah, I do love my Evo. And I mean, that motor I got off Crossy, fucking wonderful, mate. What I've had that in the bike 3-4 years now. I've probably put 40,000 miles on that motor. Still doesn't use oil, and it only cost me $3,000. I mean, that's fucking cheap. That was better. I couldn't have had the motor that I blew up rebuilt for $3,000. There was no way I could have that motor rebuilt for $3,000. And you know, where do you find a decent motor builder in the first place anyway? Yeah, I'm missing quite a few comments here. Yeah, the back cog. I'm leaving my back cog. Stops me from getting a speeding ticket. Well, not quite, but it does slow me down. That's for damn sure. I mean, I can get up and go past anything. I'll tell you what. Yeah, it leaves Calypso behind when I bolt it, but when we get up to cruising speed, all he has to do is, all Calypso has to do is go like that, go on. And same as when I was riding with Wartie, and the same as I was riding with Al Bundy. All they do is open that throttle, mate, they're gone. And my poor old bike, she's wringing its neck at 80 mile an hour. My poor old girl, she's wringing its neck out, and it's just too bloody hard. And I'm, you know, I just sit on me 70 mile an hour all day, and I'm just happy to be there. Thanks, Rose. JB, how you going, mate? Thanks, boss. Definitely taking the rest of the day off. Thanks, boss. And how are you going? You know, I heard you've been not so well lately. Nice to see you, JB. Oh, Jesus, son. How you going? Kingaroy, just down the road, mate. We just about waved to each other. Kingaroy, just down the road, mate. Been through there many a time. Oh, Leon, yes, who I met in Kingaroy. Going down this year. Was it this year or last year? That was last year. I think I met him. See, I can't remember. I think that was no, because it was last year I met him going down. This year, that was a different run. So, I actually can't remember when we played Spot the Hippie. Was that this year or last year? I can't remember when we did that. January, right? Okay, yep. See, I thought that was last year. I bloody well can't remember. Yep, yeah, January. Thanks, guys. I mean, I remember writing down in January. I just don't remember because that's when I caught up with Toppy as well. Oh, Kevin's saying it's last year. Good on you. So I don't remember it was last year or this year. So, yeah, I caught up with Toppy at Gilgandra. No, it was this year because that's when I tried to Evel Knievel the railway line. So it was this year. Yes, thank you very much. I'm back. I got it. Yeah, no, that was this year. I did. I tried to Evel Knievel a railway crossing that was about 3 foot wide and 6 foot deep. Well, maybe not 6 foot deep, but there. Anyway, thank God for Performance Machine brakes. They saved my ass. Arnold, how you going, mate? And I'm yelling again. I do. I get extremely excited on these live streams. I'm really not used to doing them. And, yeah, I get pretty excited. 61 on board. That's pretty cool. I was lucky they came with the bike, mate. I mean, I wouldn't have, by the time you buy the calipers, the brackets, and the big discs that have to go with them, I'm just lucky that all came on the bike when I got it. So, and I'm very, very grateful for those brakes. They are absolutely the best brakes I've ever had on any bike I've ever ridden. Sold the indicators off the Virago today, $60. So they're sold. So that's the only part I've pulled off the bike and advertised for sale. So far, so good. Oh, shit. Hang on. I've got to close the windows. Right. Okay, it's really starting to piss down out there now, so I had to go and close all my bus windows. Good on you, Peter. Where are you, Arnold? Yeah, we had a nice 36 today. Apparently, we're hotter again tomorrow. She was getting a bit warm, absolutely. So, and then I don't think we'll be far off hitting the 40s again. So, where are you, Arnold? Someone else was saying they were up somewhere up north or somewhere like, and they were in the 40s today up there, and that was pretty warm. Yeah, getting back to Anthony, yes, those Performance Machine brakes. Get on your text. Good on your decks. No, Chef Ramsey hasn't called me either. So there you go. Oh, 35 in Mount Gambier. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't mind 35. Apparently there's some strong winds coming through. Applecross. Yeah, it's always, well, that's where, I can't remember. Raffles is. The Raffles Hotel's in Applecross. KG, my front master cylinder on the bike, back and front are stock Harley. They're stock Harley parts. 35, yes, I like 35. 35 is nice. Yeah, so you don't have to change your master cylinders over at all. Just run Performance Machine brakes. They all work. I've just got stock standard Harley front and rear master cylinders, and they work fine. You're up in Cairns, mate. Okay, up the Toverland, yeah. Be hot and sticky up there for sure. I run dot 3. I think it's dot 3, mate. I think the old brake fluid's DOT 3, isn't it? Just standard brake fluid. They're just what it is with the Performance Machine brakes. They're just 4-piston calipers. You know, they're not exotic brakes and things like that. So Evos with .5. Yeah, well, I don't know. I just buy normal brake fluid, shove it in there, and it works. So .3, .4, .5, I've got no idea. I just buy standard brake fluid. I run the same brake fluid in my Harleys I run in the boat. So, and just standard master cylinder, front and back. And like I said, all they are is they're just a big four piston caliper, and boy, do they fucking work. Yeah, so I thought .3 for older bikes. That's right, true. That's what I run on my bike. Well, mine's a 94. So, to me, that's a new bike. My 85 was an old bike. Sorry, the 84 Harleys I had were old bikes, but the 94, my 94 to me is a new bike. Yeah, that's it, Dex. Yep, they are great for stopping. And they did. I just hit them, bang, just fucking pulled me up. Absolutely, they are fantastic brakes. I went and test ride it when I blew the motor up on my bike a bit over 3 years ago, coming back from Vic. I think you've all heard this story. I was coming into Naranda. I was about 40 odd K out of Naranda, and I heard this horrific noise and I looked down. There's no oil pressure. And I just held it like 70 mile an hour all the way into Naranda. I wasn't stopping. Shit, I've lost. Hang on. Yeah. I actually forgot what I was talking about then. I got busy reading the comments. So, anyway, I'll move on. Yeah, I think mine's just DO23. No, Brother Pete's bike was a 94. His bike and my bike were both FLSTNs. He was standard. Mine was a fully custom bike imported from America after it was done. Yeah, I don't know why I was getting to that story about Naranda, but anyway, I was coming into Naranda and looked down, no oil pressure, and anyway, so got into Naranda and the motor was gone. Road sign, how you going? Yeah, I'm on this fucking chop at the moment. Yeah, I had something going on about a story about coming in Naranda, and you know what? It's just gone straight out of my mind, and I don't even know what that story was about anymore. So anyway. I can't remember what I was trying to even get to about that story.
We're just coming back on from that station. Just got launched for the building.
Well, I'm getting my shit over in Childers, and actually, I met a guy today. He come down and bought a coffee table I was selling for a friend, and he's up at Mount Perry, and I don't know where he said he's buying. He said he's buying his tobacco on Bundy. $60 for 100 G. I pay 25 for 100. So he's going to come down to Childers and get his stuff there now. Yeah, I really can't remember where I was going with that bloody Naranda story. That's really weird. I had a whole rave going on there, and it just completely just flew straight out of my mind. So it's gone. Yeah, mate. Smoke chuff, can't ride. If I do have a left-handed ciggy or a few left-handed ciggies, I'm off the road for 4 days. That's it. And I've got too much to do to be off the road. So no, I'll stick. And this stuff doesn't hurt my lungs. When I was smoking the Champion Ruby, Port Royal and all that sort of stuff, my lungs were hurting. I was coughing like a bitch and just like really, really tough going. Since I've been smoking this bloody, I guess you call it chop, my lungs don't hurt. I don't cough anywhere near as much. And I smoke probably twice as much as whatever. But I do end up, what is that one? That's a 50-gram bag, and most of that is just full of dust, like unsmokable dust. So you do lose a fair bit over time out of it. But anyway, White Ox, mate. Only people smoke White Ox have been sitting behind bars. How do I know that? I'm not answering that question. But Oiler arm scrape GT. Best thing I ever did was changing that over. I'm actually trying to sell the old part that I never used, but no one seems to be interested. So. But yeah, no, the oiler arm worked out well. And that starter motor, that high torque starter motor I put in there that was all locking up and jamming up, never misses a beat. Boom, starts the car every time. Fucking great. Never saw the inside of Sail Jail, mate, but I did see the inside of a Western Australian one. Oh, my best mate, brother Ross. Pete's nephew. Well, Pete's cousin, brother Pete's cousin, who I call Brother Ross. We've been mates for years. He was a white ox boy. Don't know how he did it. One drag of that white ox, mate. My head spins and I just about fall over. That stuff is that white ox is probably would have to be the strongest tobacco in the world as far as in Australia anyway. That stuff is just can't do it. Even if I was desperate, I couldn't smoke it. No, don't do tailor-mades, mate. I don't even run filters in my rollies. Oh God! I mean, back in the day, I used to smoke Benson and Hedges. I used to smoke Marlboro. They were my main two brands I stuck with was Benson Hedges and Marlboro. They were my main two brands. And then what I did love is when Marlboro actually put out rolly tobacco, and it was the best rolly tobacco ever. And then they stopped making it. Apparently there was some mold in there, whatever. And then Marlboro rolly tobacco just disappeared. And I'm going back, oh God, I'm going back at least 25, 30 years. Yeah, tree bark. That's about right. Oh my God, the ox is just, no, mate, can't do ox. That's just shit. Sorry. Can't do it. No worries, Anthony. Thanks very much, mate. Good to see you drop in. And I'll chat to you again some other time. Yeah, God, I haven't seen Dr. Pat. I've actually got a few Dr. Pat tins up there. I haven't seen Dr. Pat in decades. That's long gone. I used to smoke a pipe, like a Peterson pipe, and I had a Falcon pipe. I don't even know if you can even buy pipe tobacco anymore. Jesus, son, that's Darren Cross down in Gympie, mate. He's the one with all the parts. So, and if I do send out a phone number, he said to me, make sure you tell these fuckers not to only ring between 9 and 6. He doesn't want to be taking calls 10 o'clock at night. So if I do pass on you his phone number, only ring between 9 in the morning and 6 at night. After that, he'll get really pissed off. So, and he won't take care of you. And make sure you tell him Hippie Trev sent you, and he will look after you. I've got about 3 tins. I do see him come up from time to time, Peter. And holes, yeah, mate. There's nothing better than lying back in the bed, listening to the rain on the bus roof, knowing that I'm not going to have drips. I mean, I spent 5-6 months repairing the bus roof before I went down to see Pete on the way down to Vic this year. I spent 5 months up on that bus roof, patching and repairing every fucking hole up there I could find. And apart from that big hole where the solar panel got blown off from, I do not have a leak in the bus. It's fantastic. Are you off, Peter? Are you saying goodbye to me, or are you saying goodbye to Anthony? 50-gram pouch of tobacco, $145. GT fan, do you have a laptop? Do you have a computer, or do you do things on iPhone, iPad, or on an iPhone? Yeah, mate. Send me a message sometime on the next video. Or even on today's video, just send a message asking for his phone number and I'll pass it on to you. I do my editing on I've got Windows 10. It's got a very, very simple editing program called Video Editor, which Microsoft are trying to remove. And every time they do it, they actually fuck up my program. I just use Windows 10. It's very, very simple. It's not very, you can't do a lot with it. You can add a bit of text. You can add a bit of background music, and you just cut and edit it. And like I said, I'm just spewing. I fucked up yesterday's edit because I did a double run going to Childers. But, excuse me, I like using Windows 10. It's very simple, very easy to use, and even a dumb idiot like me can do it. So, and I've been using Windows 10 for probably the last 4 years, and I love it. I don't want any other editing program. I look at some of these other editing programs where you can do all this sort of shit, and yeah, no, mate, too complicated for me. Oh, okay, Simon. Look, I've got tins. I've actually got 2 Marlboro tins up there. You can't barely see the things because I've used them for other things, but I've got 2 have I got it? Can I put my hand on one? You can't see it, but that's an original. Where are we? That's an original Marlboro rolling tin that you used to get your tobacco in. Yes, exactly, GT. That's exactly right. edit out all your sniffing. It's disgusting. I had a friend that made a video one day and he all the way through it like that. And after about 2 minutes, I had to turn off. I couldn't watch it. And then I sort of mentioned to him, mate, maybe you better edit out all your sniffing. And I think he got a little bit upset with me on that one. But I was just trying to help him because that was actually, sorry, mate. If you're watching, I don't think you are. And if you are, I'm really sorry. But I just wanted to give you good advice. Edit out all your sniffing, sticking your fingers up your nose, anything like that. You've just got to edit all that shit out. No one wants to hear someone sniffing all the way through their video. It's actually quite disgusting. So, yeah, edit that shit out. What do you film? What do you use to film? I use the GoPros, mate. I've actually started using my GoPro 7 again. A lot of people use their phones and stuff, but my phone, the camera on my phone's completely fucked anyway because I had it strapped to the handlebars on the bike and destroyed it. But yeah, no, I just use the GoPros, and thanks to GT Fan and one other bloke, he managed to score me a couple of GoPro 5s. GT Fan, I'm still using that GoPro 5 you found me, mate. Absolutely love it to death. Out of all the GoPros, they're the most reliable. I only shoot in 750. A lot of people shooting 2K, 4K, and all this thing. The trouble is, when you start going over 750 and up into high shooting resolution, whatever they call it, it just eats your batteries. If I shoot in 750 at 30 frames a second, I can get about half an hour to a bit longer out of battery. If I up to 1K, 2 point whatever, if I go to 4K, if I start shooting in 4K, I get about 25 minutes out of a GoPro battery. So I shoot everything in 750. Ben, that's a good question, mate. Okay. Put it simply, if I do a trip to Bundy and back, that's an hour each way, running 2 cameras. So that's 2 hours there, 2 hours back. That's 4 hours of video. Also, when you get GoPros, they don't put you get them in these sections of about 15, 20-minute frame, like blocks of film. They don't put them in order. So you download your footage off one camera and there's probably about 15 blocks of film, but they're not in order. So you've actually got to go through each block of film and then you got to match it to the last block, which is in next to this block. And then if I'm doing from front to back camera, then I've got to go into the next lot of the second camera's blocks. And then I've got to pick that one that matches that one that matches that one. On a trip to Bundy and back, if I shoot all the way there and back, that's 4 hours of footage. It can take me 3 to 4 hours to edit. It takes me 3 or 4 hours to edit. Say a 40-minute video takes me up to about 4 hours. Let me catch up there. Mate, I'm not updating my gear. My videos are what they are. You like them or you don't, that's up to you. I spent hundreds of dollars on microphones. I spent $100 on GoPros. I spent hundreds of dollars on batteries. I spent $100 on mounting fixtures. I mean, there was the one video where I'm riding along and the GoPro actually fell off the bike and bounced down the road. And it took me about half a kilometre before I could pull up. And when I got off the bike and walked all the way back, I found it lying in the grass, still filming. And that was back in the early days where the camera case, thanks to Wartie, who bought me the aluminium cases that are permanently strapped to the bike, the GoPro literally snapped off this bracket. I was doing about 70 mile an hour coming down into Zanarnal, and I watched it in the mirror bounce down the side of the road, and I had a rough idea where it landed. And thank God it was in the casing. But, it snapped off the thing and bounced down the road. So I did. I walked all the way back, and when I actually found the camera and picked it up, it was actually still recording. It was absolutely amazing. I don't even know what that video was called, but the camera actually did come flying off the bike at about 70 mile an hour. So I'll stick to the GoPro 5s. The GoPro 7, it's destroyed. I had made a whole video of replacing the clutch in the Harley recently. And it was a really tricky job to do because I had to make up a special piece of metal and screw it everything to squeeze it into unrelease a spring. It's not like some of the other clutches which I've done. I've done a dry clutch and I've done a wet clutch on the 84s. They were so fucking easy. And the 84s. And then when I got to this 94 one, they got this big round circlip and I had to have a big metal across here and do all this into there. And I was filming with the GoPro 7 and the fucking thing, I just finished a job and the bloody GoPro 7 overheated and just literally destroyed all my footage. And there was just literally no footage whatsoever of that actually whole job. And I was just like, fuck you, GoPro 7. It just overheated. So, I like to look, I'm a simple bloke. I'm old fashioned. I'm old school and I like to keep things simple. So, hey, Danny. Hi from Bathurst. Cool. Thanks, mate. Thanks for dropping in. So I like the GoPro 5s. I've got 2 dead GoPro 5s out in the shed that the SIM card slot shit itself. So the cameras still work perfectly, but they won't accept the SIM cards anymore. And they're just like, fuck. So I've had to go out and buy more GoPros. So like I said, thanks to GT Fan for finding me that GoPro 5. So I've actually got 3 GoPros. I've got 2 5s that I run all the time, and the 7 I've just been using recently. It has that slightly clearer picture on the 7. It's sort of a little bit brighter, a little bit better. But as far as reliability, longevity out of the batteries, and thanks to the guy who actually gave me those batteries. I don't know if you're on board anywhere. Someone dropped some batteries in my mailbox. Thank you so much. I'm using them. I've got another 2 brand new batteries that I bought off Fleabay that arrived, and they're working really, really well, which has given me sometimes up to 40 minutes of GoPro filming. So, yes, to the guy who dropped the batteries in my letterbox, thank you very, very much. And to the ones I bought from Fleabay, they were a little bit expensive, but so I've got I carry 4 batteries for the 2 cameras. Danny, of course I say, mate, you drop a comment. Of course I'm going to say g'day, mate, and welcome on board. God, I'm muddling my words. I get so excited. Yeah, look, there's heaps of the GoPro 5s are getting a lot cheaper now, but I've actually been talking to a lot of people, and a lot of people actually they're using the GoPro 10s, they're failing. I think the GoPro 9 and the GoPro 10 were some of the worst ones. I watched people like Itchy Boots. She changed cameras, went back to a GoPro. Watched a few other people. Red Rider, she's been having shitloads of GoPro problems with hers. I'm not sure what she's running. I think she's running GoPro 7s, maybe GoPro 9s. And I've noticed she's been having a lot of trouble with her cameras, and she says all the time about how she'd lost all this footage. Look, when you ride motorbikes and you're out there in the elements, you need a tough camera. I mean, if you're doing blogs like you're sitting inside, or you're filming things where you're not moving down the road in the open wind at 70-odd mile an hour, GoPro 10s, GoPro 9s, and all those, they're probably great cameras. But if you need a very, very tough, robust camera, I personally, and this is not sponsored, of course, I personally believe you can't go past the GoPro 5. Best battery life out of them. I looked into getting instant 360s and all that. For me to retool, to go to a different camera, like as they would say, use the word, to retool up to an upgrade, I'd be looking at about $1,000 just to get 1, maybe 2. To get 1 new camera or maybe 2 new cameras, it cost me $1,000, and I'm talking secondhand, like buying a secondhand 360 or something like that. By the time you buy your 360, you buy your extra batteries, then you buy all your mounting brackets, then you buy your charger, then you buy your mic adapters, and then you're looking like to retool is about $1,000. I'm not big enough. Like my channel's not that fucking big. I'm not big at all, and I never will be big. Hang on a sec. What was it? Sniffing. See, fucking sniffing terrible. I'll never be a big channel, so I cannot justify outlaying $1,000 to upgrade my cameras. I'll just stick with the GoPro 5s. The mic, now that's the other comments I get a lot, that when I'm in the helmet, I've got the 2 short extended mics, and I run the cords up. Okay, Holes, good to see you drop in, mate. Catch you next time. Always good to see you. They reckon there's only sound coming out of one ear. Well, the funny thing is, when I'm editing here and I'm listening to it, I've got sound out of both my speakers, and 68 minutes is time for me to go, Bill. Anyway, I've got sound in both my speakers on the laptop here when I'm doing the editing. But a lot of people saying when they're listening to it, it's only either in headphones or something like that. It's only coming out one speaker. Now, I don't know what's going on that. When I not on the bike, and I'll just grab them. Thanks to JC, who couple of years ago sent me. Where's the other one? That's not the one I want. Where is it? A couple of years ago, JC, I call these the JC mics. He sent me these, the Rode mics, the Rode 2 mics. These are the wireless mics. These are fucking fantastic. Yeah, Calypso, I keep saying, let's get a GoFundMe page and get Red down here to Australia. She's going to be freezing her poor little butt off over there very, very soon. So, and she sent me that letter. I've still got it. Look at that. Ippy Trev from Red Rider. And I got 3 new stickers. I wasn't even expecting that. I just, That just turned up in the mail. I was just like, wow, thank you, Red. That was absolutely amazing. And oh, actually, where is it? So, I know I'm off subject yet again. So that's her news sticker. There we go. There's her news sticker. And I still have her original sticker when she first started. So that's Red Rider's original sticker when she first started. There's a different one. And have I got? No, I don't have that one. And that's her brand new one. Oh, there we go. Oh, very good. There's Red's brand new one. So she sent me 3 of those. I put one on the boat. I put one on the oil tank of my Harley, and I've got this one there just spare. But I've got one of those on the back of the boat, and I've got this one as a spare. So that's one of Red's very, very early stickers. So I've been following her for quite a while now. So getting back to the JC mics, these are fantastic. When I looked these up, these are like $300 fucking. I couldn't believe it when they showed up in the mail. I didn't even know how to use them, and these are fantastic. But when I'm in the bike, in the helmet, a lot of people complain there's only sound coming out of one ear. So and when I'm doing the editing here, I've got sound out of both speakers. So I don't know what's doing that, and I don't really know how to fix it. So I'm sorry. So, thanks, Mick. Mick from Gympie. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, I see a lot of people. Well, Red's got the Rode mics. She's got them. I see a lot of the big YouTubers are using the Rode mics. They are fucking awesome, and I can't believe that JC sent me those things, and they were like a $300 item when he sent them to me. Like, holy shit! So, okay, Trev, thanks for dropping in, mate. Grade 8 studies for excursion tomorrow. All right, mate. Thank you very much for dropping in. Always good to see you. So, yep. And where I don't know where you are, I can't remember. Well, it's only 8:41 here. If you're in Victoria or New South Wales, you're already at 9:41 heading to 10 o'clock. So we don't have stupid daylight savings here in Queensland. I personally hate daylight savings. So the time here is 8:42 p.m. on a Tuesday night. So, yeah, and anyone else south of the border, all you Mexicans, you're already an hour ahead of us. Yeah, the boat's sounding really good, mate. I've got that running really, really nice now. That's almost that set and forget, GT. That is almost that set and forget the boat and the bike. Oh, well, I said that motor I got off Crossy. Fuck me. I couldn't have scored a better motor anywhere. And to have the old motor, I think I was talking about that motor. That's what I was talking about in Narandra. When I blew the motor up and I got it up back home and I pulled it down and I dropped the bottom bearing on the front end. I didn't know, one, who rebuilds your motors? Who can I trust to hand this motor to? 3, how long am I going to, some of these guys can take 6-8 months to rebuild a motor for you. What's the cost involved in it? Rang up Darren, straight down to Southern, down to Crossies down there, $3,000, boom, there you go. And here I am. I put 40, maybe 50,000 miles on that bike and it still hasn't used any oil. So 8:42 in Cairns, 8:43 here in the Big. No, GT, sorry, you did ask me that. Yeah, definitely, mate. Well, I've had a couple of runs of T-shirts. The white ones were just, who buys white? But anyway, I ordered the wrong ones. I had a couple of white runs of T-shirts. I've had 2 runs of black T-shirts. They're really nice. Actually, Peter Hughes ended up with one of my black T-shirts. Look, mate, what do they call it? Investing in yourself. Like I used to just give away my stickers. And now, like I said, $5. And I mean, $5 is not a lot to pay for a sticker. I've paid more than that for other people's stickers. So I don't do any other merch of any kind, really. And the stickers are cool. So, and when I'm traveling on the road, I hand them out. I've handed out quite a few stickers over the last couple of years when I'm traveling. And actually, if I meet people, I'm in the boat, I've always got someone sitting in my console. And if someone comes up, like I had a guy come up to me in Childers about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and hippie Trev, I see your car driving around. Yeah, mate, have a sticker. There you go. So, but yeah, GT, look, invest in yourself. Absolutely. I get mine through Vistaprint. I keep effing my designs up. I never get the same design twice. The sizes and everything changes all the time. I'm actually quite hopeless in ordering. I'm sure if you're down there in Sin City, you could actually go to your local print joint, take in your design that you've got, take it into your local print joint, and they'll just do you a run of stickers and probably cost you half of what it cost me to run the stickers off. So, but Dad, I'd do it absolutely. If you plan on staying with it and making them, Yeah, definitely. Just why not? I mean, you just do a batch of say, well, this batch I put out, I got 60. So maybe you do your first batch of 20, maybe 30, and then people are wanting them, or you everywhere you go, give them away. When you first start out, just give them away, and that way people have got them. I gave so many stickers away in the early days, I didn't even think about selling them, just to get my name out there, just to have them on people's back windows, and just absolutely, just invest in yourself. Yeah, that'd be Well, you are the big GT fan, so it sort of makes sense, mate. So make up your design and find a local printer, and go in there and find out how much to run a batch off for you. Absolutely, and then like your channel starts getting up, you start getting a few subscribers, and you start building yourself up. Then maybe do a T-shirt, something like that. Holy shit, we've run the hour already. Good, time goes quick when I'm yakking. I've missed you guys being on the live stream. This is fun. I mean, like I said, I get really excited and I get a bit carried away, and I get a little bit lost in my own conversation. It's kind of hard almost having a one-way conversation. I mean, without your comments there, this would be absolutely hopeless. Thanks, Donald. I'm not sure how you can help, mate, unless you live around the corner, but I really appreciate it. So, yes, the Kaylee shirts, mate. I got them both there. What a shame, Pete. Past the day you were about to post that one down to him, but I've got both the T-shirts there, and thank you, Kaylee. Really, really appreciate them. They're absolutely kick-ass, awesome shirts. So so that's another thing, mate. Advertise her shirts. Whatever you need to do on your channel, put them at the end of your videos. And so, by the way, whatever hold up a couple of her designs and start promoting her stuff on your channel as well. I promote other people. Like riding on Ruby Paul, I promote him all the time. He was one of the first guys that him and I have become friends for a long, long time. Well, we've been friends 3 odd years now. What have I got of his floating around here? I've got a couple of his. Oh God, I can't find them. I've got some of his stuff here floating around. There we go. I've even got riding on Ruby flags that he sent me. He doesn't do stickers or anything else, but he does riding on Ruby flags. So he sent me a couple of those. He was the very first person that actually ever sent me a model, and he sent me a model of the American version of the boat. And I opened it up, I couldn't fucking believe it. Like, holy shit, there's an American version of the boat, and he sent that to me from the States. So that was really, really cool. Mate. Advertise them. That's all you do. Just advertise your stuff, her stuff. And as people start building on your channel and growing, like I'll promote your channel. I promote riding on Ruby Paul, his channel. I certainly promote Red Rider's channel. And there's a few other Saddle Tramp. Now there we go. One of Saddle Tramp's very first stickers. There we go, Saddle Tramp. I've got one on the back of the boat, and I've had this one here for about 3.5 years. I've had that sticker for 3.5 years in sitting in here. So, mate, self-promote yourself. Definitely do it. Arnold, absolutely. Well, when I was over in Perth, way back then, 30 odd years ago, they done a 1 year where they did the daylight savings, and they just all said never again. Over in Perth, I don't need it. Never again are they going to have daylight savings over in Perth. What a fucking nightmare that was. And same up here in Queensland. We don't need it up here. It's at the moment, it's daylight at 4:30 in the morning up here. We're dark at 6, but it's daylight at 4:30 in the morning. How do I know? Because I'm awake at 4 o'clock every morning at the moment. Go to bed about 11 to midnight, and by 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm awake. That's what happens when I don't drink. Have a hell of a time getting to sleep, and then I'm awake, and I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, turn on the laptop, turn on the stereo, make the cuppa, sit down, catch up with the morning news. Yeah, mate. You obviously haven't watched all my videos, GT, and the amount of videos that are disasters. But you know what? I listened to something Gene Simmons said years ago. I mean, I'm a big Kiss fan. Angry Ash. Actually, I was going to do something. I've actually got a $1 million fuckwit hat out there, which was in the first run of things. I got the $1 million fuckwit sticker on the back of the car. I ordered 4 stickers and I ended up with 1 sticker on a hat. And I've got one of his original things he put out. See you, Dex, mate. Nice to catch you again, brother. Good to see you, Dex, always. And I've got one of the original first production $1 Million Fuckwit hats. So yeah, I was nearly going to do an Anthony on that one as well. But anyway, I lost in transit. Then again, look, some of my early videos are an absolute disaster, mate. And then I was watching this thing, like a sit-down interview with Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley from Kiss, like not in the same room. And when they first started putting out their first albums, and he said, they put an album, and he said, don't like that one? There's another one. Don't like that one? There's another one. You don't like that album? There's another album. And he just kept putting them out, and all of a sudden, boom, they fucking took off. I remember my first Kiss album was Kiss Alive, the very first Kiss Alive album. Oh my God, blew me away. But that was Gene Simmons' approach to life. Don't like that one? I'll do you another one. Don't like that one? I'll put out another one. And that's been my philosophy with my videos, even with me fucking fuck up edits and all that sort of shit. All right, put them out. You can only get better. Well, I seem to get worse sometimes. I get some good ones in and then do a double fucking video take. I'm pretty good at leaving doubles in all the time. Just rushing them through basically. So anyway, that's it. Just keep pumping them out, mate. Just keep pumping them out. Yeah, mate, they're all good. And just keep doing them, and then watch other people's. Danny, all right, mate. Catch you on the next one. Jake, got to get a dog up you. I don't even know what that means, mate. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but anyway, hey, Jake. Anyway, yeah, like I said, just keep doing it, mate, and you learn along the way. Now, the one thing I did take now, her two wheels. Anyway, I won't get into that. I switched off her, but in the beginning, she did actually put a video out saying, giving advice, and the first thing she gave, the advice that I actually listened to was trim the fat. Trim all the fat off. Get rid of the shit that doesn't need to be there. Like, that's like cut and edit, and don't drag things out too long. So trim the fat. And I thought that was some of the best advice I ever got. So, and I sort of worked on that. But then again, I fuck up my videos by putting a double run in, like we both went to Children's twice on the same video. But anyway. So anyway, GT, that's about the best advice I can give you about putting your videos together, mate. Windows 10 in the beginning, because it's nice and simple. You can advance to much more advanced editing programs. Being a young fellow that you are, you're probably a lot more tech savvy than I am or ever will be. And you just grow and learn from that. And shooting video angles, like, just seeing where your camera's pointing and just working out your video angles and stuff like that. And then other than that, just keep doing what you're doing, mate. People will like you or they won't. There's two things I never do. There's two things I never say on my channel. I never say like my channel, and I never say subscribe to my channel. If you like my channel, you do, or you don't. That's up to you. And I never ask for subscribers, and I never ask for people to like my channel. I do ask from time to time for people to actually drop a comment in, like I did today about the Dunny Door. Like there's things I don't know about it. A lot of you people know a lot more shit than I do, especially when it comes to this the Dunny Door I'm working on now. I'll definitely ask for a comment, but two things. I will never ask for a subscriber, and I will never ask for anyone to like my videos. That's up to you guys. If you like someone, you like them. If you don't, you don't. People ask what happened between me and the $1 Million Fuckwit. I mean, I was there back in the beginning when he barely had a bloody, he only had a few. I mean, he's a self-made man, and, he is a crazy dude. And then he started getting up there, and his numbers started growing really, really big. Like, he was getting huge. And I'm just a poor, struggling YouTuber. I just want more subscribers. And then, he forgot about the people who were there in the beginning. We had a big altercation one night. And anyway, it's like, fuck you, Danny. Fuck you, mate. Seriously, I've backed you all the way. When they done him at the border, when he was coming into Queensland at the border, and they done the report where he stood and told his story, then Channel 9 or Channel 7 done their report, which was a total fabrication and lies. I put up a video saying these fucking news crews fucked Danny over and blah, blah, blah. And then when he got so fucking big, he forgot about the people that were there in the beginning. And he just got so far fucking up himself and always begging for more and more subscribers. Like, you know what? I'm out, mate. You've lost me now. So, yeah, like I said, it's the two things I never do. I never ask for subscribers, and I never ask anyone to like my videos. That's up to them to do that. So, Yeah, and the other things, look, I watch shitloads of videos. I've got that I don't even, I love their content. I don't always put a like on every video I watch either. I watch them, but I don't like every video I watch, even though I actually follow Rayman Ray over in the state. I think he's fucking amazing. Hey, David, how you going? I like Rayman Ray over in the States. Rye for Food Stacey, she's fucking kick-ass awesome. I think she's fucking another great YouTuber. I love watching her videos. I actually watch these other people in England. Only because I'm a bit into camping and stuff. Where's that sticker? Is that there? The Explorers, or the Explorers. They're a British couple that live in Spain that live in their campers van and go traveling all over the countryside. Now, I watch them religiously. I watch nearly every one of their videos, but I don't always put a like on their thing, and I don't always make a comment, but I do watch nearly all their videos. So, yeah, if you really like something, you don't need to be told to add a like. And sometimes I get a little bit frustrated with these people who start begging for subscribers and begging for likes. And I'm thinking, your content's good enough, mate. You don't even have to ask to do that. So anyway, that's just me, personal preference. So like I said, they're the two things I never do. I'll never ask for a subscriber, and I'll never ask anyone to like my video. But I do from time to time ask for comments, because a lot of people out there are fucking shitload smarter than I am, and I do sometimes need their help. So, and Christian Cleary, oh my God, when he saved me on the when I done the cam that when the boat ate that exhaust cam for the second time, he sent me an email a mile long, one explaining me what had happened, which I titled the email I didn't want to get, and he just sent me this massive long email explaining absolutely what had happened. And then when I was doing the replacing the cam for the second time, like the cams and the lifters and all that, he, without his email explaining me how to do that without having to pull the motor out and pulling the sump off, saved me so much work. So yeah, there's a lot of guys out there fucking shitload smarter than I'll ever be, and I love all the comments that come with it. So as I was getting back to earlier, when Gary kicked my ass for deleting comments that I thought were a little bit unsavory, you know what? I'm going to actually start leaving them comments there. And like I said, if unless they get derogatory, or unless they start insulting people like Red and a few other people who I follow heavily, I'm just going to leave them there. So, Itchy Boots, of course I watch Itchy Boots, man. I've been watching her for at least three and a half years. I've been watching. Yeah, she's in Turkey right now. Absolutely, I love Itchy Boots. Nora Lee, absolutely, she's fan. She is the number one motorcycle blogger in the world. She is fucking number one, that girl. And you know what? She works hard for every one of her videos. She is absolutely amazing. I would love for her to come to Australia. I would love to actually sit down by a campfire and just sit down and talk to that woman. She is 100%. What can you say? Like absolutely amazing. And the other one, you can't see it up here. Yep, Doodle on a motorcycle. I've been following Doodle for quite a few years now. So, yeah. Yeah, mate. I haven't used that. Morning, Paul, riding on Ruby. Hang on. Riding on Ruby, Paul. Woohoo! Hot dog. Hey, mate, how you going? Nice to see you. No GT fan. I haven't used it. The carby, everything on the boat is set, not changing everything. I've got your power valve there, but I haven't changed it. I'm just liking the way everything's running at the moment. So, riding on Ruby. Well, I was just talking about you, mate. So, welcome aboard. Yeah, she did. She broke her collarbone. That's exactly right. Yeah, well, that's why YouTube's so good, mate, because she tells most of her stories on YouTube. Like someone said to me, I should write a book. Well, that's kind of what YouTube is now. It's me kind of writing a book of my life as I'm going now, with a few stories of the old times thrown in. So, yeah, someone shouldn't. I've done. Look, when you get to our age, we can all write a book. We've all got stories that would, make people go, "Holy shit! I can't believe you actually did that." So. Yes, riding on route. Yep, you've got the day off, so no screaming kids in the back of the bus, mate. You'll be enjoying that. How's the weather there, mate? You going to get a ride in today, or what's the go? I know you're getting ready to put Ruby in the house, so you got a day in there of a ride, or what's happening? So as I was saying earlier, riding on Ruby Paul, we go back at least 3+ years. I've been following his channel for about 3+ years, and he's been following my channel for about the same. And we've swapped and changed quite a few things over the years. So, Right, and if you're still watching, Paul, there's your cup, mate. It's missing the stickers, but there's your cup. That made it all the way to Perth and back, and I made it down to Pete's funeral and all the way back again. I'm still carrying that cup everywhere I go. So, yeah, the cup you sent me, still got it, mate. I love it. I drink out of it every day, a million times a day. Some things are just gifts that, are absolutely amazing. Hang on, give me a sec. Danny's just sent me a message on Shipbook. Rightio. No, sorry, Danny. Actually, I'm just going to let him know. He might not know. Excuse me. All right, there. Just let Danny know that doing a live stream. Oh, the lighter, mate. Yeah, I forgot about it. I never leave home without it. It's a bit like this is a bit like my Swiss Army knife. So Paul sent me this. I think it was either for my birthday or Christmas. I think it arrived. God, my memory shit. So from the day that arrived here, Paul, I can't get the camera right now. From the day that arrived here, that you sent me that, I retired my bronze lighter that I'd had for decades that I found in the Tara tip, and I've been. Your lighter is. I take it everywhere I go. Yep. So love it, mate. Absolutely love it. Using it as we speak. Awesome prezi, mate. Couple of the best prezzies I've ever got. Excuse me. Sometimes the simpler ones are the best ones. I mean, I have to admit, I have been so spoiled over the years by some people, and some of the people have sent me stuff. It's just I have been so spoiled, and it is so humbling when things arrive in the mail that you just don't expect from people who watch. It's like, oh my God, this is just fucking amazing, and I appreciate absolutely everything that's ever sent to me. It's very fucking humbling, and I love everything that everyone sends me. Absolutely, it blows me out. So. All right, give me a sec to catch up on some comments. Yeah, I don't cough as much on this chop. I need ice. Oh, my poor old fucking legs. Oh, I finally got my lawn mowed today, and that nearly killed me. Oh God, back of my calf muscles nearly fucking gave up. Oh my God, that was a killer, and I think I was mowing in 35-degree heat. Oh, I like to mow my lawns in the middle of the day when it's the hottest, because that's when the grass is the driest, and that's when you get the best result. Oh shit, that fucking hurts. Cheers, world. Thanks for coming along, and thanks for being on board. I really like having you guys here. It's really cool, and I really love doing these things. Pity I didn't have a nice, cute co-host with me. Laney was a bloody good co-host that night. God, we had a good time that night. Laney was absolutely. That was when we did the model giveaway, and the funny thing is, the person who won that model wasn't even really a subscriber to my channel. They won the model and never heard from them again. So I was like, that's a pity. I wish someone who was a regular subscriber had won that model. GT fan. Okay, hang on. I'm not sure. Get blow up cause hoist lols. I'm not sure what that means. GT fan focus on the back. Definitely a solid. I don't like having that front fat boy rim. Darren and I had a little bit of a disagreement about. He said, "Nah, that's bullshit. The wind doesn't affect him. He's ridden heaps of fat boys," and I'm thinking, "Fucking mate, that it certainly affects me." And when I was over in Perth, that wind was grabbing that fat boy rim. So on the front, I prefer a spoke. But when I carry the loads that I do and do the miles that I do, and also run into some fucking massive big fucking potholes that actually destroy both of my rims, front and back. I guess, if you're riding on nice streets all the time, trooper. So what's this stream about? This stream's about me, mate. So that's what it's about. And my scribes are catching up with my daily events, and I haven't chatted to them for a while. So Yeah. Yes. Where are we? Mick. Yeah, mate. I think that was the first live stream I ever did. Absolutely. Fuck, we had a good time that night. That went for 3 hours, that live stream. That was great. So, yeah, as far as spokes or rims, I prefer a spoke on the front, but you can't destroy a solid Fat Boy rim. You can't break them. So, I guess at the end of the day, yeah. Yeah, cheers, Mr. Champion. Arnold, no, like me saying shit like that, that'll get you fucking deleted for sure, mate. Oh, mate, when I rolled into Colac and let them handlebars go, I knew something was wrong, and I just thought the front tyre was down. And when I pulled it out to get the new tyre fit, and I noticed that front spoke. It wasn't until I rang Darren Cross up, and he said, "You can't ride on that; it'll fucking kill you." And I was like, "Oh shit, fuck yeah, what am I going to do?" And like I said, he had a rim there. He had that Fat Boy rim in the mail before the money even hit his bank account. Like you can't go past Darren Cross, mate. He's just fucking absolutely brilliant. And the people saw that video down there the other day. He like and Calypso. I think Calypso's mouth just like dropped when he saw the shop and the amount of gear he's got in there. It's like, holy shit! You could build bikes 10 times over in that. Absolutely. Yeah, well, I reckon I broke that rim going up the Mad Mile in Melbourne. I remember going up the Mad Mile, I was heading up to Tacoma, and I hit this massive fucking bump, like bang massive, and then I rode down to Sale. Spent a week or two down to Sale, then rode back to Melbourne, and sort of whatever. And then when I come into Colac, it was like I don't know wherever I went, but holy shit! So you're off there. Yeah, who knows, Mr. Champion? Not really answering that one. Sorry. Did Bill say he was gone? I'm not sure, or is it Mike? Mike 408, you taking off? I can't keep up with the comments. Oh yeah, so Mike 408, you're off. Excuse me. Thanks, mate. Thanks for dropping in as always. Actually, I've got to change the music. Oh dear. I don't know if you can hear that in the background. Oh, you're off, Mike. All right, no worries, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Really appreciate it. Always good to see you on the live stream. I honestly don't know why I don't do these more often. I really enjoy doing these. Like I said, I get really excited and I start yelling and carrying on like a pork chop, but I actually really enjoy doing these, and it's good just catching up with everyone and doing a one-on-one. It's not like when I'm putting the videos out and you leave a comment and I reply back. This is a lot more fun. This is great. I love it. I nearly watched all the Shade Trees live streams. They're nicely pretty good. Although he's getting a little bit slutty with that fucking Chloe chick lately, which is actually, yeah. Anyway, maybe I'm just getting too old. No worries, Mick. Catch you later, mate. Catch you on the next one, and I'll be looking forward to your comments on the vids. Hang on. Let me just check this for a sec. Okay, back. Right, back again. Well, I don't know if there's anything much else left to catch up on. I think we're pretty much done at the moment. So, like I said, the boat's pretty much where it's at. It's all good. The bike's almost set and forget. God, it's been good, so good being back out in the bike. I'm literally having a fucking ball being out there. And riding with Calypso was just the fucking best, It was really good riding with him. I like riding with people. It's great. I've ridden with Al Bundy now. I've ridden with Wartie. I'm now ridden with Calypso. It's been absolutely fantastic. I rode with Toppy down to Gilgandra. That was absolutely kick-ass awesome. I did actually enjoy riding around Perth with my son Zach for there for a while, even though I was riding that funny little bloody 125 Yami or whatever it was. It's good riding with other people. So, yeah. Oh, and I rode with Al Bundy, that's right. When I caught up with him out at the Jim's Machinery, and we did the lap round Gin and all the way back into Bundy on that trip. So I've ridden with a couple of people over the last couple of years. So that's been really, really good. Loving it. because I don't have anyone close. Like, there's no one in town I can ring and say, hey, let's go for a ride. There's no one close. Like Calypso's, he's over in the bay, so he's an hour and a bit away. Al Bundy, well, he works, so he's up in Bundy itself. So yeah. I've got a shitload of 6-cylinder stuff there, GT, that every bloke who owns a HKTG Holden has got the same shit in the shed and nobody wants it. So I've got a lot of stuff there that's basically, it's unsaleable. Most of the stuff I've got left in the shed now, everyone's got so much of it. I've got 2 good 6-cylinder starter motors there. I've got a whole box of engine mounts. I've got flexi plates. I've got flywheels. And covers like clutch covers or dust covers that go underneath between the motor and the trans. I got armrests, choke levers, cables, bloody heaps of stuff like that. I've got like 4 fucking inlet manifolds. Nobody wants this, mate. I'm not going to cart all my stuff all the way down to Nambour to try and sell it. I've only got the bike trailer now. I sold the trailer that I towed Zippy with. That gone. I got $500 for that trailer. I was stoked. Like I said, Zippy's gone. $5,500 for that. I was pretty happy, even though it had a brand new $7,000 motor in there. It's gone to Jo, who absolutely loves that van, so she's making good use of that. Like I said, most of the stuff I've got in the shed now, of all the 6-cylinder stuff I've got, everyone else has got exactly the same stuff, and basically it's pretty much worthless. Nobody wants it, and a lot of the stuff aren't too big to post. I've got some stock V8 exhaust manifolds. Nobody wants them. Yeah, I'm sort of down to the last. I've got a couple of steering wheels there. They're worthless. Nobody wants them. So, yeah, my stuff's sort of, yeah. I think I was saying that to another guy here. I met a guy who had an XU, hang on. Yeah, had an XU1 Tirana. He lives out on the road off to Gin. I said, I've got a heap of 6-cylinder stuff. He come around and looks at, oh, mate, I've got all this shit here sitting at home. I think he bought a starter motor or something, but he said, I've got everything I've got in my shed. He's got a shed full of the same shit. So it's mostly all unsaleable stuff these days. And a lot of the stuff isn't even rare at all. I mean, people put up a fucked out manifold with a dirty old bloody Stromberg carby on there, and they seem to think it's worth $150. It's not even worth $10. Nobody wants this shit. I carted 2 trailer loads of holding stuff to the tip. I did a fire sale one year, and I did a fire sale on where was it, on Facebook. I said anything that doesn't sell in the next half an hour gets loaded on the trailer, and if at the end of the week whatever doesn't sell, I'm going to take the tip. I took 3 trailer loads of holding parts to the tip because nobody wanted blocks, gearboxes. Wayne up in Bundaberg, Wayne's Garage, who manufactures HR panels and stuff. He's fucking really good. He come down and got a bunch of shit, and he actually threw me $50, and I was actually going to take it all the tip anyway. So, yeah, the parts I've got, they're pretty much worthless now, which is a shame. But like I said, everyone's got a shed full of the same shit. When you own cars like, the HKT and Gs, to own one of those cars, you've got a shed full of that shit, unless you're specific like that idler arm. I spent 2 years looking for that idler arm pretty much. So, yeah, and now I'm trying to sell it. Nobody wants it. I've got 3 steering wheels there. I've got my original Prem steering wheel, burgundy. I've got a HG blue steering wheel, and I've got a gold HT steering wheel there. The HK Prem steering wheel's got the horn mat in the middle, which is metal. I don't have a horn pad for the HT, and the HG one was destroyed, so I got rid of that as well. So I've got 3 steering wheels there. I've actually got wagon deflectors that are a bit buckled there. I've just tech screwed them to the wall out the back of the shed and used them for art, and a couple of other things that I've just got out there. Nobody wants this shit. So, and the other thing is postage. Like you sell something for like $50, and I sold the indicators off the back of that Virago today for $60. And I said, all right, I'll go down and get your. I thought it was going to be $10. Get down there, $15 It should have been $10. The postage was $15 for what should have been $10 of postage. So, postage is another big deal. Once the items get up to a certain size or a certain weight. Although someone bought that starter motor, my big beefy starter motor that I had to pull out of the boat. I chucked it on Facebook for $100. It was gone within 5 minutes, and the poor guy had to pay $45 in postage because it was that heavy. All right, GT fan. All right, we'll have a bit of a chat about that sometime. I'll take photos for you and let you know what I've got. I've actually got a couple of them tech screwed to the back wall out the back of the shed. I'm using them for eyes on a mural I did, just using 2 steering wheels. the HT one and the HG one, and the original Prem steering wheel. I've actually got that sitting up inside the shed looking after that one. That's the one that came off the boat. So, yeah, mate, might be able to work something out for that because they're not. I don't need them. I don't need them. I'm not going to do anything with them. I don't know what a max rod. Yeah, I've got the wheel I got on the boat. I've got the mine's a 12-inch. I've got a 12-inch SAS sports wheel, and then I've got the bigger 15-inch one hanging up in the shed as well. But because I've got power steering on the boat, I love that little tiny steering wheel. That's fucking fantastic. Ugh, itchy. Well, that's what we did in the old days, mate. We used to put the 5-speed Saliga boxes behind the 186. My mate had a Saliga box behind a 253, but the clutch never worked. And every time he hit the accelerator, the old clutch couldn't keep up to it. So, but yeah, that was a normal thing to do. Put the Saliga 5-speed behind the 186, and they were a pretty get your diff ratio right. You've got a pretty good setup there. They work really, really well. So yeah, absolutely. I'll run a 3.08 diff in mine. Oh, okay. 12-inch silver spoke with the holes. Okay. Well, mine's just a flat black, but it is an SAAS. What do you call them? SAS wheel. Yeah, I've got a SAS wheel. They're the most common ones, and they're the easiest ones to get the Bosch kits for too. I've had a couple of other steering wheels over the years that you can no longer get Bosch kits for. They just don't exist anymore, and you've got to really look hard to find them. So. Rains, I need to go and open some windows. It's getting bloody stuffy in here. I'm going to go and open some windows up. Oh, fuck. Right, yeah. Windows open, 4-season hatch open. Let's get some fresh air in there. Yeah, I like my little SAS wheel. Like I said, I've got power steering on the boat, so that makes it nice and easy. Even pulling to that car park in Childers the other day, I would have hated to have had the big old wheel. And yeah, I like me nice, tight little sports steering wheel. Absolutely love it to death. Bill, are you the timekeeper, mate? I just looked up there and said you marked me 1:02. Looks like you're timekeeping for me, mate. Well, yeah, 1 hour 47. Holy shit, time, bloody. I can't believe I get to sit here and yak for an hour and more non-stop to non-verbally speaking return conversations. It's absolutely, I can't believe I talk so fucking much. Many hours, many days of living in the bus with no company. Yeah, do that, mate. Look, absolutely, mate. Oh, excuse me, itchy nose. Yeah, mate, anything like that. Yeah, tell your story. I mean, I think you've gone back, you've seen my bus videos, my bike videos. You've got a story to tell. It's a lot easier to tell a conversation. I don't know if you actually, I can't remember if you watched the one where I got 2 coppers with a pizza. Now, that's a video. It's a long-winded video. Excuse me. It's a long video. It's a long video. It's a very long-winded story, but I actually got 2 coppers in Western Australia with a pizza, and I didn't throw them at them. So if you want to listen to a story that's a true story, a very, very true story, a little bit of a funny story, go way back, just put in Hippie Treb and type in how I got 2 coppers with a pizza. Yeah, that is a true story, and you won't believe what fucking happened on that story, but it is a true story. So, yeah, if anyone's into a long-winded story, check that one out, how I got 2 coppers with a pizza. Good one, Bill. Yeah, mate, look, I know what damn days are all about, and me and the Black Dog, we were old mates for many years. I don't seem to have him. He was nipping at my heels a little while ago, and especially when I got back from saying goodbye to Brother Pete, the old Black Dog was definitely nipping at my heels, but I got through it. So, yeah, I do know what those days are like. You'll have to go back and watch the video, Mr. Champion. I'm not telling the story, but you have to go back. And yes, the VB stubbies. Oh my God, that's another one. I don't even know what that video is called. That was the scariest fucking motorbike ride I have ever done. Do you know what that one's called, GT? You send me right up onto these videos of mine. I can't remember what that one was actually called. The short of it is I had these young fuckers in front of me, middle of nowhere between Peak Hill and Dubbo, out in the middle of fucking nowhere, lobbing live stubbies at me at 140 k's an hour, and I was riding my VF1000. So, yeah, that was a pretty fucking, and that was a true story. I was riding down to my dad's funeral, and these young punks in a fucking black four-wheel drive were lobbing fucking live stubbies out the car window at 140 k's, lobbing them right in front of me. All right, night, Big Mick. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's the one. Dodging is that the name of the video? Did I name it that? Is that what it's actually called, GT? But yeah, I was dodging fucking stubbies at 100, and then the fuckers chased me into the town before Peak Hill at 180, 190 k's all the way into the next town. Oh, that came up as a recommendation. Holy shit. That video is what, 3 years old, 4 years old? That's the one. Yep. Oh, Hooky, how you going, mate? Didn't even see you there. Yeah, mate, I was fucking scared to death on that fucking trip. Absolutely fucking scared to death. Yeah, mate, it's yeah, holy shit. I've never been that scared on my motorbike. And, you know, I've been riding since I was 17. I've done some big ass miles, and that was the scariest fucking trip I've ever done in my life. And these two little young cunts, they were out to kill me. They were out to fucking kill me. And no one would have known. There was no cars going in either direction. We're in the middle of fucking nowhere. That was scary fucking shit. But yeah, the other story, how I got 2 coppers with a pizza, sorry. I did. I got 2 coppers with a pizza and I didn't throw them at them. So yeah, go and find that video. That's a fucking hilarious story. And it is a true story, but it is a fairly long-winded story. But I think I tell it okay. You know, they're the thing people say, oh, you should write a book about that. Well, you just tell it on video and you've written the book, haven't you? All right, so we're about to rock up to 2 hours. I think I'm going to call it quits pretty soon. I think we've all had a pretty good night. Thank you, everyone, for dropping in. Like I said, I don't think Gary was going to watch this, but thank you, Gary. I can't remember your call sign, for kicking my ass and just saying, you know, if you're going to be a real channel, don't fucking delete comments that other people might want to see. So from now on, I am not going to delete those comments unless they say something like, you know, they shouldn't be saying about Red Rider and a few other female people that I follow. Those comments won't be tolerated. But for anyone else who wants to say what they say, you know what, I'm actually going to leave them up now. I may not respond to them, but yeah, like I said, yeah, thanks, Gary, for kicking my ass. I needed that, and then that's exactly what I need to do from now on. Okay, Daniel. Yeah, maybe, mate. Look, to be honest, I'm not watching. Thanks, Paul. I really appreciate it, mate. Love you too, brother. Look, I've got the channels that I watch. I have enough trouble just keeping up to them. I get recommended channels all the time, and I really just I don't do it. I've got enough to keep up with. I don't go and adding more and more channels. There's heaps of channels out there that are so good. I know there's shitloads of channels out there. I guess I just like the ones that I like, and I'm just not ready to add anymore. But maybe I'll check it out. So I might check it out. Well, I was riding on Ruby that put me onto Red Rider. Riding on Ruby Paul was the one that was telling me about Red Rider. I thought, I'll go and check this chick out. And like by the second video, that was it. You know, I'm ready to watch this girl. And like the way she manhandles that bloody shovel, her and her dad built. Oh my God, she has all my respect. Absolutely, that girl knows how to fucking ride. Seriously. So riding on Ruby, I thank you for that, mate. You're the one that put me on to Red Rider. Yes, that's it. Look, GT fan, that's it. That's another reason I don't want to go. Like, I don't need 100,000 fucking subscribers, because you know what, you can't keep up to them. At least my channel's a very personal channel, as in everyone who leaves a comment, bar the ones I don't want to answer. I will respond to every comment that's left, and I just appreciate everyone that actually leaves a comment. And I try to reply to every. I hate it when I miss a comment. I remember when I went back in to my dashboard and I found all these comments from like a year or two ago. This is going back a couple of years, of all these comments that were left that I didn't even know were there. So I do like answering everyone that leaves a comment. I do like to respond to everyone. So yeah, she is awesome, isn't she, Paul? She is a true hard bike girl. and she knows how to ride, and she works on her own bikes with her dad's help. And lately, she's been working on her bikes even without her dad's help. So Red Rider, if you haven't checked her out, she is one worth watching. She is one amazing lady, and I'll have the utmost respect for her, 100%. I'm only on my second glass of. I've been so busy talking, I haven't had time to do any drinking. I'm still on my second glass of turkey. Look at that. All right, Bill, take it easy, mate. Nice having you on board. Catch you on the next one, and I do hope you feel better. So, yeah, not even finished my second glass of turkey yet. Yeah, no worries, JJ. Look, we are. It's funny how the YouTube community is a small world in your own little group. So, Donald, mate. Okay, please don't be offended. I do not add subscribers to my shipbook page. That's a very personal page. That's mostly family and friends, and I tend really not to, add subscribers to my shipbook page. So please don't be offended. I've got enough friends on Facebook. I really just don't need it anymore. I'm really sorry. So please don't be offended. But I have enough trouble keeping up with the friends I've got. Yeah, thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, look, they are Red Rider and Paul riding on Ruby. Well, like I said, me and Paul go back 3 years. We're good, solid mates. So it's warm in the bus until it's winter, mate. Then like in the bus, I'm living in an oven, and winter, I'm living in a freezer. So, warm in summer, cold in winter. It's as simple as that. It's a tin bus, and you know it. And it's not insulated at all. I don't have aircon, but in the winter, I do actually run a heater from time to time. No, that Viragio, mate, she's just dead. There's parts missing all over it. That thing is full of water. That is literally a scrapper. I kind of like having you just sitting there, actually, because it looks really cool. When someone comes pulling up in the driveway, the first thing they see is the back of the Viragio with the handlebars and all that. I think I might just leave it sitting there, but I did manage to sell the indicators of it today for 60-odd bucks, which I was somewhat happy about. But the petrol tank's worth selling. The wheels are probably worth selling. So over a period of time, I just might slowly start parting out. But at the moment, I'm just happy to leave it sitting there in the driveway, and it looks really cool. So there's no way I'd get that going again. It's only $750 anyway, so why would I fuck with a $750 fucking Virago? Not even worth the time. The Angry Duck, mate, I need the sun visor to put the Angry Duck up. It doesn't go anywhere else, so I need to get another sun visor. Good on you, Hookie. Don't think so, mate. No, don't think so. I don't think the council would approve it. And you know what? I don't have enough stuff to shove up on poles anyway. So, no, I don't think. But I do have road signs all around the place, and I do have them strapped to my front fence. So as you come out the driveway, you've got a big giveaway sign as you leave the driveway, and no right turn as you leave the driveway. So, yeah, no, the Virago, it's basically garden art at best, but there are a few parts off there that may be saleable. So, like I said, I sold the indicators today for $60 because the lenses were absolutely perfect. There's 2 good rims on there. There's a brake caliper. The petrol tank's got to be worth a few dollars, and maybe there's some internal engine parts, front forks, triple trees, stuff like that. But like I said, it's only a $750, and I actually joined a Virago page on Shipbook, and that's where I'm going to be selling my parts. Just go straight to the Virago page, and I'll just put things up there as I think. I don't think there's for what's left on that bike, I don't think there's a lot of call. There's no gauges. There's no headlights. There's only 1 foot peg. There's not a lot of parts on there that are saleable. So, do I keep it complete as garden art, or do I just slowly pass it off when I, need a few extra dollars and hopefully sell a few bits? Yeah, I've got the brackets, kind of. But, GT, I would love another visor. I would just like that guy down at Vic who said he's got one there, brand new in the box, to contact me so I can work out how I'm going to buy it off him and how I can get it sent up here. That's the one I'd like to get. So, other than that, yeah, look, mate, you're good at finding parts. I'm not in a rush at the moment. Like my cash flow is getting down a bit at the moment. So, but if one shows up the right price with postage, look, I'd definitely be interested in it. But it's got to also have the center bracket. So instead of just the 2 side brackets, if that center bracket, if my sun visor had the center bracket that attached to the roof still attached to it, that truck never would have ripped it off in the first place. So, oh, hey, Kerry, thank you very much, mate. The Virago, they were weird. Oh, yeah. Look, I had the 1100. I had 1100 lambs approved Virago, mate. 1100 lambs approved. Can you believe that? No one did, but I did. It was 1100 lambs approved because it had a top speed of 120 k's. And then I pulled the coves out and moved the pins on the slides. One clip down, and then she was straight up to 160. I got it registered as a lambs approved 1100 cc Virago and sold that as a lambs approved 1100 cc Virago. No one believed you could do it, but I did, and it was true. It was actually on the paperwork. It was legal. Yeah, exactly. 750s. Who'd bother? Oh, Rod B. How you going, mate? Didn't even see that. How you going, mate? Oh, excuse me. Long time no see, mate. How you doing? I still see you got a spanner there. Yeah, no one believes that story, Calypso, but it was true. I had the paperwork and everything there. It was an 1100cc bloody lambs approved Virago that had a top speed of 120 k's. I pulled the timing gears. I readjusted the timing, trying to make it unbloody lambs. Pulled all the exhaust pipes of it. Finally pulled the carburetors out, moved them one clip on the slides, put them back in, and boom, straight to 160. Couldn't fucking believe it. So, okay, Bruce, cheers, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Always good to see you on the live stream. Take care, Bruce. I'm going to have to do a few more of these. These are actually quite fun. I really enjoy doing this. Seriously, this is really, really good fun. And so good to catch you too, riding on Ruby Paul. So good to catch you, mate. Hardly ever catch you on one of these. You're normally snoozing your head off or off to work. Paul, who's going to win? Come on, who's going to win, mate? Don't have to tell me who you're voting for, but who do you live there? You know it. You're on the ground, mate. Who do you reckon's going to win? I'd be interested to hear your response. Waiting. I see you, David. Nice. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Off to Byron tomorrow. Okay, cool. Yes, yeah. Bye-bye, Giggles. Fucking idiot. He was a fucking clown, wasn't he? Palachuk, she had to go. She fucking jumped ship, that fucking Palachuk. And Giggles, thank God we fucking got rid of that cunt. Yeah, mate, I'll be home. No worries, Calypso. Always welcome, mate. Just remember, I've had a few, so don't arrive before 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, the question was, Paul, who do you think's actually going to win? So I don't want to know who you're voting for. I mean, who'd vote for that fucking lying cunt anyway? But feet on the ground, knowing what you know over there, who do you actually think is actually going to win? Do you really think you know who's going to win, or is it literally all just like we're not going to know until the day? Yeah, I want to hear Paul's response. Like I said, I don't need to know who you're voting for, mate, but I just want to know who as a gut feeling. Like we all had the gut feeling up here in Queensland when our elections come around, the Giggles was going to get booted and the LNP was going to fucking whitewash them, and they did. 54, 58 fucking seats to 35. We all knew the fucking Labor Party were gone and they were going to get the fucking boot, but they all tried to make it look like it was going to be a close race, but it was far from it. So, Paul, who's going to win, mate? Make a prediction. Won't hold you to it, but who you reckon's going to win? I want to know what your thoughts are. Good one, Rod. So can you guys hear the music in the background? Just curiosity. Right, yeah, okay, I agree, Paul. Absolutely. I watch a lot of redacted news from the States, and they're saying the same thing. The deep state, they're not going to let him win no matter what. Even though no music, okay, that's probably good. He should by the numbers, but the deep state, they'll do everything in their power to make sure he doesn't get in. I watch a lot of redacted news, so yeah, it'll be it's going to be an interesting day tomorrow for everyone over there, and it's going to be an interesting couple of days to see what the real outcome's going to be, and then the aftermath of it. So I think it's going to have quite heavy consequences at the end of the day. So. Can you hear that? Well, the thing is, I don't give a fuck about copyright because copyright doesn't change anything. All copyright does is mean you won't get monetized for that bloody film. I'm not monetized anyway. I don't get any money from YouTube out of this at all. I could be monetized right now, but I refuse to run ads through any of my vids. One, my vids aren't good enough to run ads through them anyway. But copyright doesn't mean shit. I mean, I've got fucking so many copyright fucking videos up there, and all it says is this video has a copyright warning on it. It will not affect your video, and it just means you cannot be monetized, which I'm not anyway. So who gives a fuck? So copyright doesn't mean anything unless you're monetized, which I'm not. They don't come and sue you. They don't come and take your they don't come and take your videos down. So this whole book, the only people who have to worry about copyright are the people actually making money on YouTube. For us who don't have big enough subscribers, we don't make any money on YouTube, copyright don't mean shit. Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty wild time over in the States, Paul. Yeah, it's not even a strike, mate. It's nothing. A copyright's nothing. It's when you get the full-on warnings, which I got on a video when I was doing crazy ones with that fucking other crazy blonde chick in the heat of COVID when I put up a video and they fucking slapped a big warning on me. But copyright don't mean shit. Like I said, I'm not monetized anyway, so they're not getting anything. They're not stopping me earning any money because I don't earn any money. I don't get a set for set. YouTube don't give me anything, and I don't do it for money anyway. I do it for my mental health reasons. Excuse me. So, can you hear that in the background? And does it sound like crap? Because if it does, I'll turn it down. And I've got to get some ice. Oh, fuck. Oh. Well, we've still got 49 people on. That's fucking amazing. We've been on for just over 2 hours. Oh, West Oz, how you going, mate? Yeah, I didn't. I only put up. There was only an hour and a half warning after I had that comment from Gary, which I actually deleted after he said how I'm deleting comments. I thought I better get on here and actually state what's going on. So there was only an hour and a half warning. Yeah, they're not even restrictions, are they, Paul? I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, none of us making any money out of it. So what the fuck, It's not like they're going to come and sue us. It's not like And what's the worst thing they're going to do? They're going to take the video down. Yeah, so what? So I don't worry about copyright. Yeah, I did. I did GT. There were some nice cars there. Like I said, it was just your filming angle. That was about the only thing I said about that one. So that wasn't quite so positive. But yeah, no, that was a good vid, mate.
A letter to you on a cassette, 'cause we don't write anymore.
Oh, you talking to someone else?
There's people asleep on the second floor. There's no aphrodisiac like loneliness. Truth, beauty, and a picture of you.
I forget sometimes people here have conversations outside of me. It's not all about me. And I don't mind that either. I love it when I get on the old Shade Tree channel before he's there and everyone gets on and says good day to everyone. Everyone says good day to everyone else, and they all have independent conversations well and truly before Joss and the crew get on board. So it's it's funny me being in this situation. Like I'm reading something, like, hang on, that's got nothing to do with me. A nice little community, and I find that with YouTube, we are a community, especially on the bikes now. We're all just a nice little community. Backyard banana. Oh, you're in Queensland anyway. Backyard bananas. I can't even pronounce it, mate. God, I'm dyslexic, mate. I'll say someone's name that's completely back to front. So welcome aboard, mate. Good to see you. And whereabouts in the wonderful state of the QLD are you, mate? I'm yelling again. Oh, they're only up the road in Bundy. Cool. Not far away. I'm in a little town in Queensland called Bigoton. So I'm about 100 k's southwest of Bundy. I'm about 95 k's due west of Skerryborough and about an hour and a bit north of Gympie. Warthog, yeah. I did the fucking shade tree surgeon. I left everyone sitting there for an hour. Yeah, I left everyone sitting there for an hour. I forgot that someone. Sean from Perth. How you going, mate? I went to a live stream and this guy showed up at the Ferntree Gully Motel there where I was camped. And I just started chatting to him, and then finally I get a bloody phone call saying, "Hey, mate, we're all waiting on your live stream. We've been sitting here for a fucking hour waiting for you." Like, holy shit! Yeah, I remember that. Oh my god, you got a good memory. The Nightcat Motel in Ferntree Gully. That was it, and that was the night. No, it was the next one coming back when I fucking broke the wheels, the spokes on the bike. I reckon when I did the run up the Mad Mile. So, yeah, you got a good memory, GT. I don't know how you do it. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Robbo. Thank you very much, mate. Cheers. I hope you're all having a good night and a few drinks or whatever. And if not, a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Yeah, Ferntree Gully. I used to live in the gully, mate. I was staying in a motel behind the Middle Hotel down on, oh, God, here we go. Fuck me, I can't remember. What's the name of the road? Come on. Yeah, that was cool, GT. I forgot. I completely forgot until I got the phone call. Burwood Highway, Ferntree Gully. Yeah. No comment on that one, Rob B. But yeah, no, that was everyone's sitting around for a bloody hour waiting for me, and I was out there at the front of the motel chatting to someone until I got the phone call saying we're all sitting here waiting for your live stream, mate. I'm like, holy shit. There's no decent food in the big, mate. Not at the moment. Yeah, Mountain Gate. I used to live at Mountain Gate. Actually, I used to live down on Mountain Gate Drive. Yeah, that was a good one in being in Perth, mate. And the statue. I did enjoy being in Perth, but the trouble is I smoked so many left-hand cigarettes I couldn't ride anywhere. I was too scared of losing my license. I spent more time stuck in the bloody shipping container in fucking Freo at Isaac's place than I did bloody going out riding the bike around. God, I ran amok in Perth, mate. I had so many things we shouldn't be having in this world. That place is just awash with illegal matter. I mean, a complete and utter fuck. I just ran amok in Perth, absolutely. Probably why I needed to get the fuck out of there. I was just that was insane. I had fun, but yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I never went to the Perth waterfront, but I was down in Freo, and Susie was up in Applecross, and I used to cruise up and see her all the time. Dex was over in Gosnells. Yeah, I think Dex was over in Gosnells, so I cruised over to Gosnells a few times. And then we did the ride up to Kalamunda and stuff like that. So I did have a few good runs around Perth, but yeah, like I said, I had way too many left-handed cigarettes, and I was so freaked out about losing my license. I spent more time at the back of the shipping container than I did bloody riding the bike around. I mean, I was supposed to go down to Bundry. I was supposed to head up to Bindoon. I was supposed to do a whole heap of shit, and I just never got it done. So, but anyway, I got to spend a lot of time with my son. I got to spend time with my daughter, and I got to spend time with Susie. So overall, it was still worth the trip over. But oh my god, I was a wreck when I got home. Like fuck me, I'd lost so much weight. I looked like death warmed up. Coming out of Dolby, mate. Yeah, GT. Front and back uni joints. Shit themselves, come out of Dolby, got me home. Yeah, I didn't see too many. Oh, God. Yeah, I had some fucking gin in the bottle shop, trip over a whole bunch of fucking alcohol, spilled everywhere, and turned and said, you fucking white cunt. You fucking white cunt. You fucking move, you fucking white cunt. And I'm like, so much for racists. Like this fucking big fat fucking gin was just abusing the fucking shit out of me. She was. Oh my god, she was the one that tripped over all the alcohol and just stand there calling me a fucking white cunt. Like holy shit. Yeah, crazy place, Freo. And I can't remember, we're on the corner of whatever Cockburn and something street in Freo. That was a hell of a trip there and back, I tell you. Yeah, look, maybe. I mean, that had a shutter from the day I left Coal Lake, mate. It always had that bit of a shutter there, so it must have been on the way out, man. You know that I did 11,500 k's in that fucking little van towing the trailer. 11,500 k's towing that towing my bike behind that little bloody zippy van. I'm glad it's gone. I never want to spend another day in that van ever. That's why I chose to drive the boat down to send Pete off. There was no way I was driving that van down to Vic and back. No fucking way, mate. That's why I took the boat. Whether it was going to make it or not, I was taking the boat regardless. And it was very appropriate too and very fitting to send off Pete that way. Absolutely. I mean, we grew up driving these cars around. That's what we grew up with. You know, we were 18, 19. We all had HKs, Ts, Gs, EJs, EHs. That's what we had. You know, they were cheap. Confast Street. Thank you very much. That's it. Confast Street. Yep. The screaming chicken. Fuck yeah. Well, that's Joe's problem now, mate. That's Joe's problem. Absolutely. Oh my God, that thing. Oh God. Yeah, that, yeah. But I tell you what, for what it was, you know, that van did a fucking great little job. Absolutely. Yeah, you said that, GT. Fucking Holden, mate. Tonka tough. Holdens are literally fucking Tonka tough. I can't believe there's still 45 people online. What the fuck's going on? Yeah, Zippy's gone, mate. Absolutely gone. My friend Joe, my ex-tenant, came up and she was in a bit of dire straits, and I worked out a deal with Mum, who actually owned the van, and blah, 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 blah. And we got the roadworthy done on Thursday, transferred to her name, and she's now got the Zippy, and she fucking loves it. And she's actually painted that big dint over where I probably should have done the same thing. She's going to paint a big mural on there and do something. So, yeah, Zippy's gone. It's gone to a great home, and she absolutely loves it to death. And that van will give her many years of trouble-free motoring. Absolutely. She fucking loves that van. But yeah, no more screaming chicken for me. Oh, my God. That was horrific. That van tried to kill me so many times. Yeah, it all worked. Look, funny how things work out, you know. I don't know about coincidence or whatever they are. Yeah, Paul. I wasn't fucking laughing, mate. I renamed the van Sean's Revenge. I actually rang up Mum because, you know, like Sean had died and that was Mum's son, and him and I didn't get along at all. We certainly were not friends. And I rang up Mum and said, I'm renaming the fucking van to Sean's Revenge. And she actually got a bit of a chuckle out of that because it was fucking Sean's Revenge. I've actually got Sean's sunglasses sitting over the top of the van there. So when we was in Colac and Jeff's husband Mum's husband, Jeff, and we're going through the van and we're just pulling things out of here. And I pulled out, oh, so who's these sunglasses? And he said, oh, they're Sean's. And I'm like, we both sort of took a breath and put them back where they come from. So Sean's sunglasses rode all the way to Perth and back with me. And when I sold Zippy, I took them out, and they're now sitting up on the front of the dash of the bus there, and they'll stay there. So even though he was my brother, well, half brother, and so forth, and we didn't like each other, they're, yeah. Anyway. Good times. Oh, shit. I think I might have to, I'm down to 38 now, so people are starting to drop off. I think we might have to close this out pretty soon. We've been going nearly 2.5 hours. So it's been a really good night, guys. I've really enjoyed being here. It's been so great. Like I said, I might have to do a few more of these live streams. I really, really enjoy these. I really enjoy the conversation, even though I have to read what's being written and reply. I'm really, really enjoying this. I'm so glad all you guys dropped on board. Absolutely had a wonderful time tonight. Yeah, so I've just gone, it's just coming 10 o'clock here, which makes it 11 o'clock for all the Mexicans. So anyway, I think we might wrap this up pretty quickly. All right, Rod. Yeah, Rod. Yeah, might have to. It'd be nice if I could get another guest in, like Lani did. GT, it's still the 6-cylinder diff, and the tail shaft is about that much way too short for the back of the transmission, but it works. So the transmission's about that much shorter than the 6-cylinder transmission, so it all works. Oh, Dimer, I don't even know you were there, mate. Didn't see any comments from you, so thanks for dropping in. Really, really cool. I hope you're a scriber. Not that I asked for them, but I hope you are anyway. I don't know who my scribers are, actually. So anyway, see you, Mr. Champion. Yeah, you can do all my promotionals, Rob. I'll let you do that. So nice to see you. Blue Moon, didn't even know you were there, mate. Welcome. I don't even know how long you've been sitting there. No worries, mate. So I'll let you guys say goodbye to everybody as I say goodbye to everyone. And I'm just going to read the last few of these comments before I sign off. Night Cruising Joe from Adelaide, mate. Thanks for dropping in. Really, really appreciate it. I'm just so glad you guys are all here. That was absolutely kick-ass awesome. I've had a really good night. I've actually needed tonight. And like I said, I just need to explain what Gary said. And, excuse me. Yeah, that's exactly right, Rod. Stay safe, everyone. Take care. Knees in the breeze. Knees in the breeze. And don't forget, I will promote myself. I haven't got one here. Have I? Oh, hang on. The new stickers are out. There we go. The new stickers are out. They're $5 each. If you want one, send a self-stamped address envelope to Hippie Trev at 21 Tarn Street, Bignam 4621, Queensland. $5. New stickers. Woohoo! Hot dog. Gisby, I don't even know you were there, mate. Leon, yeah, mate. West Oz. Yeah, go Trump. Fucking oath, mate. I'm all for that one. Absolutely. Gisby, didn't even know you were there, mate. All right, Paul, no worries. Thanks for dropping in. I'm so glad you had the day off today and you caught my live stream. We never get that much time online together, so that was absolutely unreal. Thank you, Mr. Champion. More mustard. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'll do another cooking with Hippie Trev sometime. Night Ben, thanks for dropping in, mate. Really appreciate that as well. Look, I've had a fucking fantastic time, you guys. Yeah, Josh, go watch that video. Like I said, it's a bit long-winded, but it's a hell of a story. And the thing is, all my stories are 100% true. The shit I talk about, you can't make that shit up. It's all 100% true, and it was a hell of a fucking, I got 2 coppers with a pizza. No shit, and I didn't even have to throw it at them. So, holy shit. Oh, that's cool, Gisby. Excellent. No worries, GT. You and I are going to talk about them steering wheels. Maybe I can take it. Oh, itchy. maybe I can take a photo of some other shit floating around the shed. Maybe if you're interested or not, I'm not sure. But we're going to have a chat about the steering wheels. Robbo, no worries, mate. Stay safe as well. I'm yelling again. Yeah, I'm definitely have to do more of these live streams. And like I said, maybe I can get a nice, cute co-host with me. That would be even cooler. That was so cool having Lainey with me that night. That was a great, great night. So she's a taken woman now, so that won't be happening again, unfortunately. But yeah, we had a good night that one.
An unmutilated vehicle. The vehicle has been stolen and the negotiated with the vehicle match currently at the BT Harvey Bay.
All right, guys, I'm out. So thank you for everyone for dropping in. Really, really appreciate it. I'll be doing videos on the Dunny Door tomorrow and so forth. Calypso said he's dropping over, so he might have some good advice for me on that as well, and we might have a bit of a look around it together as well. So anyway, worlds, stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you all. I'm going to do that again. Stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I will catch you guys later. Stay safe, and thank you, everyone. Really, really appreciate you being here. So, all right, later, guys. Bye.